Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Today, we have our biggest live stream to date. We have the gold medal game between Russia and Finland. So great to see you all once again. Puck drop is underway here, and I've been going back and forth on this game all day. I'm still undecided on who I think is going to win. But Christian, how you doing today? You got a score prediction for us?
I am feeling great. Finland has been a animal so far in this tournament. I got Finland 3-2.
I was going to give the exact same one, so you're making my job very easy. But it's not too late for all of you to get your score predictions in. And thank you so much for joining us once again here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Neil started us off this morning with a great stream of the bronze medal game with Slovakia taking home their first medal in Olympic history. An amazing moment. And tonight, the stakes are Finland looking to take home their first gold medal ever in the Olympics, and Russia looking to go back-to-back after winning in 2018. Again, we are underway here already a minute in. Shots on goal 1-0 for Finland. Make that 1-1 as Russia gets a shot on goal. I think it's going to be a pretty good one. I think it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. I think, Christian, you're right on with 3-2.
Yeah, you have to imagine with just the stakes for these players, there's going to be a little bit of nerves in these first 10 minutes. It's going to be a feel-out process.
Yeah, and the goalies for both Russia and Finland have just been absolutely outstanding. I mean, you just look at the last games get to these final for these two. You had a 2-1 shootout win for Russia. You had a 2-0 win for the Finns over Slovakia. I think this one's gonna get dragged out pretty good. But let's get to some of your comments here and some of your predictions. We got a 2-1 prediction for the Finns. And yes, we're gonna be here all night doing the entire match. We've got a 3-2 prediction for Russia. A lot of Finland support right now. And we do have a lot of Slovakia love here at the Hockey Podcast Network. If you guys are here right now, thank you so much for joining us over the last week or so. We really do appreciate it. And you don't always have to know who to cheer for in this case. I think this is just going to be a real good game.
That's the fun part of these games sometimes is you're just watching as a hockey fan. You're just hoping for a good hockey game.
That's exactly it. And we've got Jacob joining us once again. He's not mad at us for the Avalanche beating the Golden Knights the other night.
Jacob, how many Red Bulls you had, man?
I'm sure he's up in the double digits by now. Donnell, good to see you again, my friend. Always good to have you around. And Jacob saying Russia 5, Finland 4 in overtime. I certainly hope so. That'd be a very fun game to watch.
Oh, yeah. It'd be a really fun one. I want to get your thoughts. I know Donnell's in the chat. These Russian jerseys are atrocious.
They're very bland, aren't they?
No, I don't like the shoulders.
Yeah, there's just nothing there.
The Finland is chef's kiss. That's a beautiful jersey.
The Finns have one of the best jerseys I've ever seen.
When the NHL players were talking about going, I was very close to buying a Mikko Rantanen one.
We were robbed of seeing Mikko Rantanen in the Olympics, honestly.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time.
Hopefully next time, but still, it's been a good tournament. You had the big upset, the Slovaks upset the United States. When was that? Was that Wednesday?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a huge upset, went in a shootout. And then I was a little shocked I didn't see Sweden in the final. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, they were real close right there in the shootout. It was an 8-round shootout the Russians just took at the very, very end.
I think it was something like that, but I really liked the Swedish team. I thought it was going to be Sweden-Finland, which would have been a great, great game. That's the European version, I think, of Canada versus United States.
Definitely close, at least.
But, I mean, this is still going to be a really good game. Like you said earlier, the Russians are coming off gold medal. Was it Pyeongchang? Am I remembering the last Olympic game?
Yeah, Pyeongchang. They beat the Germans in the gold medal game. And Finland, like we said earlier, looking for their first gold medal in Olympic history. They have 2 silvers to their name, and this might be their tournament to do so. They have looked outstanding so far.
Yeah, it feels like they haven't even played a close game.
No, not even. They're by far the best team at this tournament so far. But Russia, I feel like, is, in terms of talent, at least very, very close. I think at very least it's going to be a 1-goal game.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one. You got the KHL players for Russia. And we keep saying it, man. It isn't Russia. It's the Olympic athletes from Russia.
Yes, the Russian Olympic Committee, I believe they're called. We can't technically call them Team Russia because they're not technically.
Not technically because they were doping.
Yeah, which not surprising.
Love it. Love it.
Get back some of these here. Josh, the lifeblood here of the live streams at the Hockey Podcast Network, saying go Finland. And Jacob saying, let's say it's just a bit too many Red Bulls, probably more than safe for human consumption.
I mean, it's a Saturday night. He's probably getting wild.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he stopped. Yeah, we got Isha saying, Russia, sorry, Olympic athletes shouldn't even be allowed to wear a jersey. That would certainly be something if you had shirts versus skins in the Olympics.
That'd be hilarious. Isha, sorry about those Canucks right now. They're getting their brakes blown off by the Ducks right now.
Yeah, the Ducks of all teams. And Jacob, I have had 13 Red Bulls with 4 hours of sleep because I had to see Neil for the bronze medal stream.
That's an early wake-up time, my man.
That is, 4 hours of sleep. Who needs Red Bulls? Or sleep when you can just have 15 Red Bulls? It's the same thing, right?
Same thing.
Yeah, basically. See, you got Danielle. Which jersey that you said you don't like again, Finland or Russia? Definitely Russia. We don't love.
Finland's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess I don't know. Could Russia even design their jerseys?
I don't know. That'd be funny.
Genuine question. Like, are these just the jerseys they have to wear?
Like, hey, this is what you got.
Yeah, this is what you get. It's white and red. Like that. You get what you get. Don't dope.
Don't dope. I'd love that. That'd be funny if they did.
I think that might be because you look at the front of the jersey, it's just the ROC logo.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. See, Donnell, I've not gotten my Avalanche jersey yet. Should be here in just a little while. Probably have it for some of our upcoming Avalanche streams. Also, this is a comment and like-driven stream. If you guys have anything to say to us, you guys drive the bus here in terms of conversation, helping us get out there in terms of the algorithm. And if you like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, subscribe. We've got more watch-alongs coming every single day. Unfortunately, our last international game for a little while because this is the last game of the Olympics. But we had the World Juniors rescheduled, so we'll be doing some of that over the summer and stuff like that. And as we get closer to the Stanley Cup playoffs, we're going to be doing more and more watch-alongs. And it's only going to get better and better from here.
Only going to get better and better from here. I think I'd love to see our subscribers get up to 2K before the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, definitely by the playoffs we'll be at least close to that. Where can you watch the game for free? It's on USA Network, or you can hang out with us for free. Just a thought.
That's a good thought, Griffin. Good shameless plug right there.
Shameless plug, even though they're already here. See, I have 9 Red Bulls in for every goal I'm chugging one. So that actually might be healthy because I don't think we're getting a ton of goals.
I'd love to see it.
It's a start for Jacob. But we got 14:38 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless between Finland and Russia. It's been very back and forth so far. Finland with the shot on goal advantage, 4-1. And it's right now showing Captain Valtteri Filppula played 6 games in this tournament. He's got 2 assists and a +6.
It's pretty good.
Pretty
good. Did he last play for the Red Wings?
Yeah, he definitely did. Filppula played for the Islanders as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, he's a good player in the NHL. Maybe this will give him a chance to get another opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of these are 2 pretty decent teams. You know, obviously when it was revealed that the NHL wouldn't be going to the Olympics, good chance for Valtteri Filppula, man, we were just talking about, but that is a save for the Russians. But there's a lot of good NHL caliber players, or at least former NHL players here on both sides. You obviously have Valtteri Filppula. We were just talking about Leo Komarov, Marcus Granlund, and even more recent guys like Mikko Lehtinen, who was a player for the Leafs and the Blue Jackets not too long ago, very hyped up prospect. But even a guy like Sami Vatanen, who was a top 4 mainstay not too long ago, Philly Polka, a lot of other prospects like Mira Aaltonen. The Russians, obviously a lot of KHL players, but some other names that you can still recognize on here: Nikita Gusev, Mikhail Grigorenko, Vadim Shipachyov.
Great, Mikhail Grigorenko.
Yeah, Nikita Nestorov. I mean, these are some very, very talented teams.
They are, and I think it was like I kind of had my eyes on Russia at the beginning of the tournament just because of all the professional experience they have and like good professional experience. I did not know Finland had this much. I did not know Sami Vatanen was on this team. I thought he was still on IR for the Devils.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even really realize that Vatanen wasn't in the NHL. I thought the same thing. I thought he still was as well.
Yeah, I thought that's really what I thought. So that you shocked me a little bit there.
Yeah, I know I did.
Well, another thing we got to talk about too, just how great Olympic hockey is. There's no commercial breaks.
Oh yeah, we just
the best.
Scroll right through here. They show little replays every here and there, but they're showing the last time they had NHL players at the Olympics. Finland beat Russia 3-1. back at Pyeongchang. I barely even remember the last normal NHL Olympics. Now, in all truthfulness, I haven't watched enough Olympic hockey this year, and I've really missed out just because of schedule and stuff like that.
Well, it's scheduling and the just the times of the games. I mean, the gold medal game was at 6:00 morning my time, and then the gold medal game's at 9:00 my time. That's even later for you.
I'm on the East Coast of the United States. It's currently 11:20 for me here, so we're going to be up late watching this one with you all now, as we're getting ready for another puck drop here early in the first period. Still waiting for our first goal of the game. Wouldn't be surprised if we're waiting pretty long for this one. And get back to some of your comments here. And yes, Jacob, we love your new name. Seems like you always have a new one every time we come on here, but obviously our biggest fan here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Thank you so much for joining us, as always, my friend. And so the Sabres and Maple Leafs unveiled their Heritage Classic jerseys on Thursday. The Sabres jersey is okay, but the Maple Leafs jersey is boring and bland.
I really like the Sabres jerseys. I've always liked the Sabres jerseys.
I think the Sabres have the best jerseys in the league, honestly. Yeah. Especially the gold trim they had for a little while is some of the best I've seen. Yeah, the Leafs one is very bland.
Yeah, just as arenas. I don't understand the whole arenas thing yet.
Yeah, it's a callback and stuff like that, but they're very focused on their history, even if it's not that rich.
Oh, man. All right. What else we got here?
See, what's good? Thank you so much for joining us. We've still got 13:25 here to go in the first period. Our friend Jeremy joined us. So weird watching Olympic hockey with the larger sheet of ice. It does kind of throw me off every once in a while, but I don't know. My eyes have adjusted to it pretty quickly. Good opportunity for Finland to get on the board there. Great save to keep that one out. Banging away at that in front is number 24 for Finland. That would be Hannes Bjornsson.
What a name.
What a name. Definitely a little Finnish.
I'd say. I think that's safe to say.
You can drive a semi-truck between the goal and the boards directly behind you. For sure you can.
I'm kind of bummed they put the trapezoid in. I liked how goalies could just
let it go. Let it all be fun.
I liked that, but what are you going to do, man?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Jacob is 12:21 for me in bed, chugging about 5 more Red Bulls apiece. We've got our first power play of the game coming up. That is Bjornen going to the box for Finland. 2 minutes for high sticking, and the Russians, or the Russian Olympic Committee, I guess if you want to call them that, will be getting the first power play of the game. Brian Sports and Entertainment, thank you so much for joining us for this live stream. We really do appreciate it. Donnell, why would the Maple Leafs have Arena's name the same color, matching the jersey? You can't even see it from far away. This should have had the letters in white, just like the letter T. I don't know why it's so hard for the NHL to design jerseys lately, but there have been some flops this year. And honestly, this one's not even bottom 5 just because of how inoffensive it is.
Yeah.
But it's not good either.
I think we got a goal here.
I think we'll see here in a second. I'm not looking down at the flash score at the moment, but there it is. The Russians on the board first with a power play goal, 18 seconds into the power play. And it's 1-0 for Russia early in this game. A goal a lot earlier than I was expecting there to be.
A lot earlier, and that's got to be Russia's first good chance on net, I feel like.
Yeah, that's just their second shot on goal of the game officially, and goes right through. And 1-0 for the Russian Olympic Committee, set up by Vadim Shipachov. Let's watch the replay.
Oh, man, how did you nail that name?
And
my God, that was
Vadim Shipachov? He was a former NHLer.
I know, but that was beautiful, man. I would have tripped all over that.
I've said it enough times, but the goal will be scored by Mikhail Grigorenko for the Russians on the power play. Lot of time there on the opposite circle. Finland kind of just let them get free. Their assists go to Nikita Nestorov and Nikita Gusev. So all former NHL players assisting on that goal there. It is 1-0 for Russia early in this one with a power play goal. Just their second shot on goal of the game, and looking good for them so far to repeat as gold medal champs. Finland, a little bit of catching up to do.
What a shot right there, man.
That is a very nasty shot. I mean, he was just wide open there on the circles. I don't know how you let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine these players get that much practice time.
No.
So you're going to see some lapses, but yeah, I don't know how that guy got that open right there.
Yeah, good interception from Mikko Lehtinen. Turns that one over, but able to keep it in. The Finns now probably going to look to press the attack. get back to some of these comments here. Some of these names are amazing. If I can just list off some of these, and they're very much exactly what you would expect. For the Russians, a lot of Ovs, as you would expect. Dmitry Vornikov, Nikita Nesterov, Vladimir Kachukov, or I just said Kachukov because I just see TK, and I'm so used to that. But Damir Shapirinov for the Finns, Vili Polka, Sami Vatanen. There's a lot of great names here. I'm sure they say the same thing about us.
Yeah, our basic John Smith.
Yeah. Arseniy Gritsyuk. Russians on the board first. Jacob loves it. And incredible names all around. But the Russians with control now. Do I call them the Russians or do I call them the Russian Olympic Committee?
I think you call them the Russians.
I'm calling them the Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah. IOC is not going to knock down my door. Maybe they will. I don't know.
Who knows?
Guess we'll find out later. That one comes back to Shipachyov at the point. He'll fire that one wide of the goal. Finland will try to get this one up and out of the zone back for Shipachyov. Finland will try to get that one up and out again. Got some of our lovely Finland viewers joining us for this one. I got to say, I've only met a couple of Finns in my life. Some of the nicest, funniest people I have ever met. Just generally amazing people from the very few that I've met.
Finnish and Swedish people. They come from.
They're amazing, honestly. Yeah. They really are.
They're just always. I mean, they're always happy considering
they really are. They're always just so happy. Like some of the funniest people I've ever met are Finnish.
So I'd agree. One of my best buds in high school was Swedish. He actually lives in Sweden now.
See, Donnell, Adidas this season has given us bad jerseys this year. Many teams, the Devils, the Predators, the Lightning, even though it's decent, Penguins and Wild. Like the Penguins alternate is by far the best one. And even then it's just kind of the same thing as it usually is.
I know Donnell doesn't like that diagonal stripes on jerseys.
Yeah.
Dude, this number 12? Is that 12 on Finland? He is massive. Who is that?
See, number 12 on Finland. I don't know the rosters off the top of my head. Number 12 is Marco Antila.
He is huge, dude.
Let's get some of this profile. 6'7", taller than you even.
That's massive, dude.
It's very rare for anyone to be taller than you, Christian.
Yeah, geez Louise, man. I just saw him skate, and this dude's massive.
Hey, you could definitely sneak your way into the NHL at 6'7" if you can just grind it out on a fourth line.
Yeah. Jesus. All right.
See, Isha putting the words in my mouth. Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe. We got watch-alongs every single day of the week, and we'll be doing more international stuff once the World Juniors come back in the summer. This is the unfortunate conclusion to the Olympics as a whole tonight. It sucks. I've enjoyed a lot of the hockey so far. The women's ice hockey was great with the Canadians winning. And so far the men's, I mean, we all kind of expected it to be unremarkable. I've liked a lot of it this year. I mean, the story of the Slovakians is probably one of the best I've seen in a long time. Even though they beat the U.S. and I was disappointed by it, watching the reaction from a lot of the Slovakian hockey teams and just the country in general was so beautiful to see, and to see them finally get on the board and see that they'll finally maybe now get some more funding for their hockey programs in the future. That's the kind of thing that just grows the sport worldwide. It's the kind of thing that can have a lot of repercussions for the future, which is amazing to see.
100%. I mean, it sucks the NHL players aren't there, but it gives some of these amateurs a chance to showcase their skills, and maybe some guys who are looking for NHL contracts. That Slovakian kid, I can't remember his name. He dominated the United States and he scored today. He's played his way into a very good draft pick in this upcoming draft.
He definitely has. I know exactly who you're talking about, but I'm blanking on him.
He's 17. Well. I know that.
Mm-hmm. Why can't I remember his name all of a sudden? Oh, I guess it did that the Russians went to, I thought the Russians went to overtime in the last gold medal game. I was still in high school back then, so I barely even got to watch it, but if we can get something like that again, I would certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, that would be great.
And speaking of the Russian, we got some of our Russian viewers joining us as well. So thank you so much, Latucan, for joining us. Yankee Mojo saying, let's go Rangers. Even with a shootout loss to the Red Wings a couple nights ago, the Rangers still battling it out in the top three in the Metropolitan. Going to be interesting to see how they finish, as they're Play starts to dip a little bit, but by far the best goaltending in the league.
Yeah, was that Kirill Kaprizov who scored the game-winning goal for Russia?
What?
It
It
looked
was,
like Kirill Kaprizov.
it might have very much. I wasn't really paying much attention to it, but it was a 97, and that is
Yeah,
Kirill Kaprizov. It very well might have been.
that's funny.
Let's see, we got Lauren joining us again, saying, I'm so proud of my Ducks tonight. Still want Dallas Eakins gone, but proud of my team tonight. Christian, do you have the score in front of you? Because I don't.
5-1 Anaheim, 5 minutes left
Whoa.
in the second period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last I checked, it was 1-0. So
Yeah.
that is a slight difference.
Yeah.
We got Victor joining us, saying hi to Jacob. Victor, thank you so much for joining us again. And it was Gusev who scored it for Russia on the last gold medal games. I think probably that's where Gusev came from. And some facts from Foreskin Tim. THPN is the best. I certainly like to think so. I'm not biased at all.
Yeah, maybe just they may sign our paychecks.
Yeah, they sign our paychecks and everything. But, even outside of that, I think we got some pretty good shows. Best one throw it after this podcast that we are the hosts for every Monday and Thursday. Episode recording tomorrow. We've got an episode looking at the Dallas Stars and Vegas Golden Knights game that we played. If you guys want to hear more of us and check us out there, we do appreciate it.
And if the Avs aren't your style, we've got a podcast for pretty much every team on THPN. So
literally every single team in the league, whatever suits your fancy. Even if you're a fan of one team and you just want to get more information on every other team, that is what we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. X0, the game is on USA. If you are in the United States, you can watch it there. I only live in the US, so that's the only thing I know. But good alternative is watching it with us here. I know that for sure.
And you won't get any viruses from watching.
No, you definitely won't. And we've got another power play coming up here. Let's see who's heading to the box. Looks like the Russians going to the box and the Finns going to the power play, looking to even this game up at 1 apiece. Jeremy saying my wife and I got our matching Makar jerseys in the mail today. And guess who's getting a Makar jersey of his own in the mail pretty soon? Yours truly. So we'll all match going into the playoffs.
I love that. Get the Cale Makar jerseys. Get all the jerseys. I will collect all the jerseys at some point.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure you will.
Maybe.
You will. Yeah, and ROC Russia doesn't even have an official team. And didn't stop them last time.
Didn't stop them. Let the gold medals fly forever.
Gold medals fly for. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't even know how that really works. I guess they technically won it, but I guess when they're back to being Russia, can they even count it? I don't know how it works.
They will.
See, and Tyler saying if you have Peacock Premium, you can also watch the game live there. And if you can't get it on Peacock, it is on USA for tonight if you want to watch along with us. And are you Tyson Jost's brother? I certainly wish. I don't know who you're referring to, but
yeah, I think
we both certainly wish if we were.
Man. He's a sharp-looking guy. I'll take that.
Victor is probably talking to Jacob there. And badass. I mean, Cale Makar. I mean, how can you not have a Cale Makar jersey if you're an Avs fan?
At this point.
Yeah. It's got to be either one of the four of McKinnon, Rantanen, Landeskog, or Makar.
Or Nazem Kadri.
Yeah, or Naz. You never know. I mean, it's for a player going into UFA, risky investment, but...
Risky investment. I did that with my Landeskog one last year. It worked out.
Yeah. See, yeah, and Christian, your jersey collection is pretty crazy.
It is, yes. That's not even all of them either.
Yeah. My jerseys consist of 3 Andre Burakovsky jerseys and Tom Wilson.
Yeah, I mean...
Some older ones that just don't fit me anymore.
The joke they make is like, it kind of sucks becoming an adult, but then you get exposed to adult money and you buy stupid things. And that is what I buy is hockey jerseys.
Don't we all?
I think I got to be the Avs #1 customer at this point.
You probably are. I mean, that's probably why they respond to you all the time on Twitter.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's a cash cow for us.
Yeah, this guy's single-handedly financing McKinnon's next contract.
I could pay for 1 minute of ice time.
Exactly. See, Lauren, when will we do the next Anaheim Ducks game? I could check the schedule. I don't think we have one coming up anytime soon. I know for the Avalanche, we did one against the Ducks a couple weeks ago. We could reach out to our guys at the Quack Report podcast. They joined us for that one as well. I'm sure they'd be up to doing a Ducks game here in the near future, but probably have to ask them.
Yeah, Laura, if you haven't checked out the Quack Report, it is a great Anaheim Ducks podcast. So make sure you check that one out.
For sure. And so far, looking at the power play here, 40 seconds left for the Finn. That's a one-timer turned aside. Good pressure by Finland right now on the power play, down to 30 seconds and 6:10 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Russia. Another shot from the point. That one is turned aside as well. This one
Who's
back
the
to
Russian goalie,
Altman.
Griffin?
Russian goalie. I was avoiding pronouncing his name because I didn't want to look stupid. But
Well, you want me to tell me what? Whisper it into the mic, and then I'll try and pronounce it.
no, I literally don't know who it is.
Oh man,
it's either. Would it be? Is it Fedotov playing tonight? Because I honestly didn't check before we started.
I didn't check either, but
I'm not
he's been
a professional.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good this whole tournament, and I'm interested to see if he's signed with an NHL team.
What's that number? 28 would be Fedotov, I believe. I will get back to comments in a second. I promise.
Here, I'll pull some up.
Yeah, Ivan Fedotov is the goalie tonight for the Russians. Get back to some of your comments here as Finland starts to wrap up their power play with 10 seconds to go. You got to have a Cale Makar jersey. You have to be in. Just got a Jordan Kyrou jersey. Even though I'm not supposed to like Blues players, I love Jordan Kyrou. He's
good. He's won you a lot of money this year.
He definitely has. I need to start working on my jersey collection as I get older. Yeah, still can't believe we lost to Slovakia in the quarterfinals. At least it made way for a nice story in the end.
Yeah, and thank God it wasn't a medal game.
Yeah.
rather losing the quarterfinals to Slovakia than in the medal round.
See, and got 5 Forsberg jerseys. Not bad at all.
I love that.
See, Makar, Kadri, McKinnon, Duchesne, and Landeskog jerseys. Even better. Good chances for Finland here at even strength as the power play expires. Turned all aside by Fedotov and out of the zone. 5:30 to go in the first period. Christian, you were right. We are really flying through this period right now.
Dude, it's the best, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
You actually finish a hockey period in 30 minutes.
Just imagine that. But yeah, I mean, outside of the goal so far, it's been all Finland.
Yeah, I mean, Fedotov is playing fantastic for Russia right now,
as he always does.
Yep. Did you find out, is he on an NHL team or is he signed to an NHL team?
No, he's not.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if he'll get something.
Jeremy Nordique, Sweden, Avs, Burgundy, diagonal letter, third jersey, and Avs home jersey. Very nice collection.
Jeremy, you got to answer. Is it the Burgundy diagonal or the blue one? I personally was a fan of the Burgundy one. That was 2003. That was the first hockey jersey. I was like, I need that.
Anything Burgundy we put out is always a banger.
Yeah.
See, Carey Price Cup final jersey a few months ago. Very nice. Also very rare. One of a kind.
Never happen again.
See, Victor, when you get in PlayStation Plus, just got it last night. Go USC. USC is the best. And it said 97 was Gusev back when they scored the winner in the last Olympics for Russia. Not Kirill Kaprizov, but good guess.
Yeah, it looked like him.
Yeah. And he got the Burgundy one, Jeremy says.
Nice. That's a classic, man.
Always a great choice. And thank you so much to everyone who's joined us so far on this stream with 5:18 to go in the first period. 1-0 for Russia, even though Finland has controlled the majority of play so far. If you like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, feel free to subscribe. We've got more watch-alongs coming here every single day. I know for sure that me and Christian will be back on Wednesday doing the Colorado Avalanche and Detroit Red Wings game at 7:30 Eastern time. And this is a comment and like-driven stream, so anything you guys got for us, we would appreciate, as you guys do drive the bus here, help us get in with the algorithm, and just generally it makes it more fun when you guys are here with us. Me and Christian, as much as we pretend we're professionals, we
are not.
Yeah, so we've had some streams where it's just been like 5 comments, and we're like, oh man, we got to do 3 hours.
I don't like the sound of my voice most of the time. So
I hate my voice. Like I watch back some of these watch-alongs. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't listen to our own podcast.
Yeah,
like,
me either.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah, no, I say the same thing, man. I'm glad you do the editing.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right,
Jeremy, I wasn't really a fan of the blue diagonal one.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was good. The new alternate is just the best.
Man, we just put out some good jerseys. I mean, today was a real good jersey matchup between us and the Sabres.
Oh yeah. But
good opportunity for Russia there to get on the board, swept out of the crease by Finland. They'll come back for Lettinen, who will move it up and out of the zone. And the Burgundy is just beautiful, which is why we need a reverse retro Nordique's jersey in Burgundy next year. And I hope that rumor is true, because I
hope so too.
I would buy 5 of those. I would start a collection of each player just of that jersey.
Fair enough.
It would be the best jersey the NHL's ever made.
Agreed. Oh, that is a great pass.
Griffin is Tyson Jost's long-lost brother.
There you go, Griffin. You're coming up in this world, man.
I think that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Tyson Jost is a good-looking dude.
Oh, I love that.
I'm going to think about that for the next month.
Yeah, if you have like a dating profile online, you just got to put it in there. It was once called Tyson Jost.
Gritty just hit the gritty. All right, let's get back here. 4:10 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 for Russia at the moment. Power play goal for Mikhail Grigorenko. Just 18 seconds into the power play has it 1-0 for Russia. But the Finns still on the attack here, looking to get on the board. Russia looking to repeat as gold medal champs, and Finland looking to win their first gold medal in Olympic history.
That'd be so cool. You know what would be cool? I think about this. What if we were friends with like Mikko Rantanen, and we could just be like, hey, Mikko,
you could just stop it right there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You want to hop on the Finland stream with us?
That'd be pretty awesome. I mean, I'd settle for just friends with Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I'd settle for a conversation with Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah.
If he gave me a thumbs up, I'd probably just retire.
Yeah. I think we'd have to stop doing the podcast.
Probably. Is it going to get better than that? Probably not.
I don't think so, man.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I got to answer that. Go back up to Victor's comment. What's up, Colin? Good to see you, man.
Yep. Where are we looking here?
Oh, Victor Jacob, if you guys want to catch these hands in NHL 22, let me know. I'm what the kids say, cracked at NHL 22.
You're not that old. Where you can just say the kids. You're 20.
Well, compared to probably Jacob.
27.
Compared to Jacob, I'm probably an old man.
Yep. And Colin, thank you so much for joining us for this one. Russia on the attack here in the offensive zone. Their best opportunities outside of the goal so far. That one will sail up and out of play with 2:32 to go in the first period. Shots on goal, 14-5 for Finland over the Russia Olympic Committee. I hate saying that, so I will not be doing it anymore.
Hey, you keep messing with it a little bit, but
I say both just because I don't know why.
You just see the ROC on the screen.
I just like talking sometimes.
Fair.
But yeah, I mean, this has been a pretty entertaining period so far. It's about what I expected. I'm even surprised we have a goal at this point. Been very, very tight hockey. No one's really willing to give up much. It just seems like one little mistake from Finland leaving Grigorenko open on the wing on the power play has just had this game opened up.
And I would say Finland's played, but I'd say they controlled this period.
I definitely would. I mean, the shots on goal alone tell most of the story as to who's been in control. I mean, Russia's had some great opportunities of their own. There's another shot on goal turned aside by Sateri for Finland. Get back to some of your comments here. Lauren saying my favorite player, Trevor Zegras, scored a goal to put my Ducks ahead 6-2. That'll make the Calder race even more interesting as we get down to the end of the season.
It's Maurice Seider and everyone else.
It's Maurice Seider. I would agree. Seider. I mean, Newhook's not going to win it, but he is tied for the rookie lead in goals.
Yeah, no, I mean he's not going to win it, but Maurice Seider is going to be a very good defenseman.
Yeah, I have it. Seider, Zegras, and Raymond.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good call.
Yeah. See, Mike Hoffman asking us, what's your favorite team in each league, NFL, NBA, MLB? Let's see. Well, obviously, Colorado Avalanche. Favorite team. Number 2, Washington Capitals for the NHL. For other leagues, pretty much mostly DMV teams, the Washington Nationals, the Baltimore Ravens. Don't watch NBA that much, but the Wizards as well.
I'm pretty basic with mine too. It's mostly Colorado teams. Got the Avalanche far and away number 1. Broncos for the NFL and Nuggets. And I hate the Rockies, but I do watch them.
I hate the Rockies, but I do watch. Is that not the most fan sentence ever?
Yeah, no, they are one of the poorest run organizations in all of professional sports. And the only reason people go to their games is because Coors Field is awesome. It's a beautiful place to watch a game, and you can go party downtown.
I mean, Colorado in general is just a beautiful place to go do anything. So
yeah, I mean, it's fair.
You just have that going for it automatically.
Yeah, I mean, I would kill, like, you know, those people who do like they go to like every stadium and watch a game. Mm-hmm. If I ever make enough money, I want to do that. Just go watch a professional sports game in like every stadium.
Yeah, that's definitely something on my bucket list too, especially for the NHL.
That'd be cool.
Imagine one year if this podcast ever goes anywhere, we go on a road trip for each road game in a season,
dude,
or at least for each one.
That'd be so much fun, man. I need to go see some games in Canada. I need to.
It's been my goal for so long. I mean, obviously before the panorama affected everything.
Panorama, pandemic, bro.
Yeah, I know. YouTube doesn't like that word sometimes. So.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Oh boy, that one almost went in off a Finnish defenseman with 60 seconds to go in the first period. And Jacob saying to Christian, bet I'm 45-10 in shootouts versus real player. I'm sure you don't want that smoke there.
No, dude, you don't who play shootouts. You play games. What? Jacob, come on, man. You got to play games.
What are you talking about? It's all part of the game.
Yeah. Shootouts is like, that's not part of the game if you ask Griffin.
No, well, yeah. In NHL 22, it is a fun game mode in terms of deciding games in real life, not much. I feel like it wouldn't be an NHL related thing if we didn't have Leaf sucks in the comment.
I love that.
Honestly,
they lost to the Blues tonight.
Lost to the Blues 6-3 tonight in Toronto, no less. I mean, the Blues are just a very Jekyll and Hyde team in the West.
Oh, 100%. The Leafs are still a good team, but they are going to choke.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to play Florida or Tampa in the first round. Closing seconds here in the first period. Good chance for Finland to get on the board. Good defense from Russia to break it up. And that'll do it for the first period here in the gold medal game. The Russians ahead 1-0 over Finland. Shots on goal 15-8. That'll probably update in a second. 15-8 for Russia. Lone goal of the game for Mikhail Grigorenko on the power play. Though Finland really did control most of this game so far. I think this game's only gonna get better and better as time goes on. I wouldn't rule out overtime, honestly.
I wouldn't be shocked. This game has been very close checking. And Russia came on a little bit near the end of that period, but Finland dominated the majority of that period.
Yeah. I mean, Russia obviously had the goal, but I'd say like 80% of that period was just all Finland.
Agreed. Do we want to do comments first or take a break and then we'll come back?
Comments first, then we'll take a break because once we come back, then we'll just have to catch up and then we'll be behind. So we'll do comments first. Jeremy saying I've been trying to go to as many Avs away games as possible. I have been to 2 Avs away games, and they're both in Washington. And they're 1-1 in those games. I went to the last 2 games they played in Washington. The Avs won the first one 6-3. And they lost the second one 6-3, I believe. So I think we're pretty even in that department there.
Yeah, I've only been to one. I went to Arizona, and that was the only. I'm trying to think if I've been to another away game. I don't think I have. I think I've been to one.
I mean, I definitely haven't. I haven't even been to a home game. So
fair.
I've only ever been. I really want to just do road games more, and that was the plan before everything changed with the world and all that. To go to more Caps road games and Avs road games, but things change pretty quickly.
They do. Yeah. They do, sadly.
Eichel didn't score in his first Knights game. He's washed. And the second one. I mean, does this guy even belong in the league at this point?
Yeah, trade him to the Avs.
Yeah, give him to us for a 7th-round pick and half retained salary.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be doing them a favor. So
100% we would be.
Eichel will be just fine. Obviously, Mike's not being serious, but see, Jacob beat a 5-year-old today, 19-0 in online versus.
Been there, done that, man. Go check my Twitter. You'll see how bad I beat one.
You sent me those before. You're very proud of them.
I felt bad that kid was talking on the mic. I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
I love this. I enjoy hearing little kids cry over me beating them. Honestly, we've all been there.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I remember being that little kid.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm not half bad.
We're all hit different stages in life where we're the little kid crying over the game, where we're 15 making fun of even younger kids, and then we're going to be in our 30s before we know it, having no time to even play.
Yeah, that's me right now, man. I just got PlayStation 5, so I've been sending it. But before that, I was not playing many video games. I remember, you probably can attest to this. My first time that I felt like a man was when I talked on a microphone in a Call of Duty lobby, and they didn't think I was a girl. That was a big deal to me. That was a big deal to me.
I think we all remember our first Call of Duty lobby. I learned a lot of swear words.
Yeah, like that was a big deal for me. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm a man now.
It was just, like I just woke up one day and had a super deep voice in middle school. Like I don't even remember hitting puberty. I think I was just done one day.
Just you slept and you were gone through puberty.
Exactly.
You were a man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
See,
All
I
right.
almost forgot Cale Makar is a defenseman because he scores a lot of goals.
He's on a cold streak right now.
I mean, that's the beauty of Cale Makar. He's the best at both.
Yeah, he is.
He's the
We
best
could gush
offensive
about Cale
defenseman and
Makar the whole
elite defensively.
Yeah, we could gush about him all the time. He may not even be the
Yeah.
best defenseman on his own pairing.
I mean, there's some games he is, some games he isn't. It's not even an insult either time.
Exactly, man. You can't
See,
complain.
Yep, Jeremy saying this season so far went to away games in DC, Philly, and Chicago. We were in the same building, Jeremy. I went to the one in DC as well.
You were pretty close to the ice too, if I remember right.
Those were warm-ups.
Oh, okay. You shouldn't have said that, man. You should have said you sat close.
I sat on the bench. Shook hands with Nathan McKinnon.
You were the equipment manager for the game.
Uh-huh. The Arizona poverty franchise. I mean, at the moment, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to going and watching a game in that arena that they're going to be in. I think that's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm. See, for my local teams in New York area, I think the reverse retro jerseys be Rangers a Lady Liberty jersey in red, the Islanders Fisherman jersey in navy blue, or a teal jersey. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I agree. I like those ideas, Donnell.
Mm-hmm.
But NHL should just hire Donnell.
They should. I mean, Donnell has all the best jersey ideas. I mean, it's better than letting Marty Brodeur design the Devils jersey.
Yeah. Donnell would do so much better than just jersey across the jersey.
I mean, he really would. Jeremy, I was at that Caps game early in the season when the Avs got demolished. I think that is the worst game the Avs have played all season. They put on a show just for me.
Well, and I mean, the Caps were good then.
They were good then. It is very much opposite now.
I'm looking forward to the game. And is it in March?
I think it's in April. It's one of the last games of the season.
Yeah.
It is going to be a slaughter. I will tell you that. You're going to kill them. The Caps are terrible. And also the Devils, a mixed jersey of the Scouts and Rockies with the Devils logo in the middle. Like, why doesn't Donnell just do all this stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Donnell.
Better than just saying jersey.
Better than just saying jersey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would 100% be better.
Yeah. And honestly, how are you guys getting PS5s and Xboxes? I've been trying forever. I can't do it.
I was lucky. One of my buddies he's one of those guys. He's one of those people now who just waits online and gets in all of them and buys them and resells them for like $700. So he sold me one for market value.
I mean, market value is a discount at this rate.
Yeah. So I was lucky to know I was in the same boat as you for a long time, man.
Yeah. Arizona, the middle school arena. We talk trash on it now, but when we actually start having games in there, that's going to be a super fun arena to watch games in.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be on the ice.
Yeah, basically. But even on TV, that atmosphere is going to be hilariously fun.
I am going to a game.
It's going to be awesome.
I can't.
All right, looks like we're all caught up on comments.
Hang on. I got to answer this one for Victor. So, Victor, I had this problem earlier today. It's a settings in your PlayStation. You have to go and change your privacy settings. There you go.
Christian, the IT man.
IT guy.
All right. So now we're all caught up on comments for the moment here. So that means we are going to take a quick break as we get ready for the second period between Russia / the Russian Olympic Committee. I can do both. And Finland with Russia up 1-0. We'll see if Finland can respond and continue to control play, or if the Russians can continue some momentum in the second. But we are going to take a break for a few minutes, get some water, stretch our legs, crack our backs, because I am pretty hunched over right now. It starts to hurt. So we'll be back in a few minutes. See you guys in just a sec. All right, and we are back here in the first intermission between Russia and Finland. Russia up 1-0. Thank you so much to everyone again for joining us for this live stream on the Hockey Podcast Network. If you like what we're doing here, feel free to subscribe. We got more watch-alongs coming every single day here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Unfortunately, last international game for a little while, but getting back to our regular NHL schedule here in, well, pretty much all week. I don't think we ever stopped. So
no, we never stopped. I was bummed that the NHL players didn't go to the Olympics, but I have enjoyed being able to watch the Avs and the rest of the NHL.
Yeah, everything. And even at the end of the day, even without the NHL players, there's always the silver linings, like Slovakia, like we talked about earlier, opening the door for them. It's going to do wonders for their hockey program in the future, and for a lot of the players who just don't get a lot of worldwide attention. I mean, it opens the door for a lot of these players in Finland who wouldn't have made it otherwise, even a lot of these Russian guys to open the door for them in the future. Maybe there's an NHL future for them, or just a bigger stage for them in the future. But right now, 1-0 for Russia, currently on pace to repeat as gold medal champs in the Olympics. Finland has 40 minutes to tie this game back up and still get their first Olympic gold medal in Olympic history for them, or at least in ice hockey. But I thoroughly enjoyed that first period, and I still think we're going to get a very low scoring game if that was any indication. But anyone still up for grabs at this point.
The Russian goalie looks really good, so it's going to be tough. If Finland falls behind, if they go down by 2 goals, I do not know if they're going to be able to come back.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. I mean, in Olympic hockey, I mean, a lot of these guys, this is obviously the biggest stage that we're going to be on. This is going to be very tight hockey here in the final 40 minutes, as my dog is getting very upset with me for being on a live stream and not paying attention to her, but she'll be just fine.
She'll be good.
Yeah, she's up from her nap and is currently staring into my soul.
Mine is staring in my soul while sleeping. So, speaking of dogs, I have the Anaheim Vancouver game still on. They just did a puppy race during the intermission, and it may have been the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Amazing. I love when teams do that.
Yeah, and the dog that won had run backwards and then came back to win. So
even better.
That was pretty cool. And they were all in hockey jerseys. Dogs, bruh.
You always love to see. We can catch up on some of the NHL scores as we wait to get back here in the Olympics. Currently 6-2 for the Anaheim Ducks over the Vancouver Canucks. 6 goals on 19 shots, by the way, for the Ducks.
Yeah, Thatcher Demko was not good.
Yeah, sucks for me and my fantasy team.
I'm sorry, man.
Not good at all. Also 1-1 between the Flames and the Kraken at the end of the second period. Kalle Järnkrok and Matthew Tkachuk and Mark Giordano's return game against the Calgary Flames.
I've never seen Giordano shoot the puck as much as he did in the first 10 minutes of that game. He had at least 7 shot attempts.
He wants one bad.
Yeah.
And some of the other scores wrapped up earlier today. One very near and dear to our hearts. The Avalanche beat the Buffalo Sabres 5-3 in a game that was a lot closer than it should have been, but I wasn't too surprised.
Well, the Avs spent an extra day in Vegas, so that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. Lauren, who are the Packers of the NHL? A team who has a great regular season but chokes in the playoffs when it matters the most.
The Capitals?
I don't know if there's one exactly like the Packers, honestly.
I'd say the Capitals are probably the closest to it. They were always number 1 in the league, and then they've won 1, but then they've choked a lot of the other times. Sorry, I'm pulling some strings here, Griffin.
Yeah, I mean, when you really think about it, that's probably true. I mean, they've only won 1, which it's harder in the NHL to win than it is in the NFL. So, I mean, one is a lot, to be fair, but I'm trying to think of another one that's really close. I can't really think of one. I mean, obviously Jacob says the Leafs, but the Packers have won.
Yeah, Packers have won.
Yeah. I mean, the Leafs are a lot more like the Cowboys.
Yes. I mean, the Leafs are – I think the Leafs are – their fan base is worse than Cowboys fan bases, I'd say.
It's close. It's very –
I don't know.
I don't know. I find the Leafs more likable than the Cowboys.
Oh, yes, I do too. But I go and watch Steve Dangle's LFRs, and the comments in there are just hilarious with how much they freak out about one loss.
Yeah, it's always very funny. I mean, the most annoying thing about the Leafs is how everything is always about them.
I don't blame them. I mean, that's the way it is.
That's just how it is. Looks like we're getting back to the second period here between Russia and Finland, finishing up with some of these comments. I wouldn't say Montreal. I mean, in terms of
Montreal's won a lot.
Montreal's won a lot. In terms of historically, maybe you can make that comparison. But, I mean, in terms of recent history, I don't think so. Thoughts on Joe Burrow? I love Joe Burrow, honestly.
He's the man. I wish he was a Denver Bronco.
I mean, if you give that guy an offensive line in the Super Bowl, they win straight up.
Yep, they do. I mean, he almost won it with that terrible offensive line.
He almost did anyway. He almost had him down for a final drive after getting sacked 9 times. How American are we that we're talking about football on an Olympic gold medal stream between Russia and Finland?
Hey, man, the comment section drives us. We're not.
It does, but I don't know. I had that thought drop into my head. We probably have so many international viewers right now. We're talking about the Super Bowl. How many people here even know who Joe Burrow is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sound off in the comments.
Yeah, and do my eyes deceive me? No USA, no Canada, nope. Both eliminated in the quarterfinals. Slovakia beating USA in the shootout, and it was Sweden that beat Canada, right? Not Finland?
Correct.
Sweden beating Canada 2-0. And we are underway here in the second period. Russia with a 1-0 lead over Finland. A shot on goal from center ice right away from the Russians. That'll bring the shot counter up to 15-9 at the moment. And again, 51 viewers, thank you so much to everyone who's joined us for this one so far. We've got a great game for you the rest of the way. I mean, the rivalry between Finland and Russia, I feel like kind of flies under the radar in terms of international play. But these guys, they've delivered some nasty games in the past.
They have. I mean, Finland's had Russia's number recently.
They definitely have. They showed the highlight earlier of the 2014 Olympics, Finland beating Russia 3-1. And in the World Juniors, these guys have produced some classics.
Oh, yeah. The World Juniors is, next to the Olympics, it's the best tournament in hockey.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, they're talking about bringing back the World Cup of hockey, would they say, in like 2024?
I think that's what they said.
A long ways
that's
away.
Fun to watch. I mean, the last one they did was really fun. They had that North American team.
It's a knockoff Olympics, we can call it that, which is still fun.
As long as NHL players are in it, I would watch.
Yeah. See, and Raider Nick, I'm an LSU fan, so that's why I supported Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl. Honestly, I had no reason to support Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl. I'm a Ravens fan.
Yeah.
And the Bengals winning the Super Bowl would have been directly detrimental to me. But Joe Burrow, I love that dude so much.
I would have loved to see Los Angeles lose.
Yeah. I missed this one earlier from Tyler. Caps was my first thought for choking in the playoffs. I mean, they won recently, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers won 1, Ovechkin and the Caps have won 1. You look at the history, I feel like that lines up a lot better.
I think it lines up too because the Caps dominated in the regular season all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I can go on a rant about all of that for probably the rest of the game here, but I'll save all of that for another time. Not the time or place.
And we got gold medal hockey watch.
Yeah. It's the Olympics right now. It's not time for my rants. And Canada not winning an ice hockey final defies logic. I mean, they won the women's one, and that's the best on best tournament. In a best on best, Canada's in this game right now. I mean, unless there is a historic upset.
Could you imagine if Slovakia would have beaten Canada with all their NHL players?
That
would have been an upset.
That's miracle on ice too.
Yeah.
Probably even bigger. Or, I mean, who knows? Theoretically.
No, globally it might be, but here it would still be the miracle on ice.
Yeah.
Dude, Anaheim just scored again. It's 7-2.
Oh man, Thatcher Demko costing me money.
Well,
I'm playing Neil this week in fantasy. Actually, he already had the goaltending lead, so I'm fine.
Yeah, they pulled him after 4, so
okay. Well,
still gotta get the L.
Still yikes anyway. Yeah, supported the Rams in the Super Bowl as I'm a diehard Steelers fan. I hate the Bengals too, but Joe Burrow,
he's very likable.
I really wanted to see him win one because you never know when you're going to go back.
He probably won't ever go back.
See, whatever said Trevor Zegras scored was wrong. Maybe they changed that. Distracting ourselves from the game here to check that. Did Zegras score? No, he did not, according to the thing. So Zegras did not score earlier. Well, if there's any nation I'd like to win, it's the Finns. I mean, don't we all? I love Finland. Yeah. There's one place I want to go to in the future when I do have money, and I don't. Definitely want to visit Finland someday.
Well, and I mean, what is Finland's got hockey and what else? I'm trying to think of a national sport they're good at outside of hockey.
I mean, they're pretty good at hockey. It makes up for a lot.
Yeah, I mean, their hockey has had a huge increase in the NHL these past 25 years, I'd say. I mean, now
ever since the 2010s, they've become a superpower.
Yeah, I mean, they've been really good. I mean, Mikko Rantanen, Sebastian Aho, Alexander Barkov. Who else are we missing? We talked about it earlier.
A lot of other stars. I'm distracted, but 17 minutes to go in the second period. Battling for it along the boards right now. They'll blow this one dead as Komarov and Grigorenko dig away at it. Still 1-0 for Russia, 16-9 in shots for the Finns at the moment. Pretty intense period so far.
We knew they were going to the nerves were going to go away after that first period. Now they're just playing.
Now they're going to start going after each other. It's a big goal for Russia to already be up 1-0 early. I still feel like the Finns are going to have an answer here pretty soon.
Just the way they've been going, they just got to get one past this goalie, and I think
they get one. I feel like that if they get one, that might just hold up the rest of the way and carry us to OT.
Hopefully.
It's already midnight here, so maybe I shouldn't cheer for it too hard.
A nice little 4 OT
Sunday. I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll live. At least I can hope to see it, especially after seeing the score with the Canucks. I mean, we warned you about the Canucks when you discover us a while ago. It's definitely a choice, and Finland scores to tie it up at 1. A shot from the outside, 16:32 to go in the second period, and this game is tied at 1. The Finns putting the pressure on. They finally break through, and it is 1-1. Let's see who scored this one and how this one was set up on the replay.
Ooh, that stay on sides?
Let's look at here. Yep, that one is kept in. The shot from the board sneaks through Fedotov. Doesn't look like it gets deflected in front. I mean, of all the shots Fedotov has saved so far, that shot from Polka from the outside doesn't look like it hit Metalainen in front. But regardless, the Finns have tied this game up at 1 on a shot from the boards.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, that's just how it happens sometimes. Sometimes you have a goalie who's super hot, and sometimes you just got to sneak it all the way through. That is Ville Polka with the goal. I believe a prospect for the Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
Yeah. I believe he's a recent draft pick for the Jets. I'm sure I can find that super quick. I mean, that's the team that comes to mind whenever. Yeah, Ville Polka.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It looked like the Russian player almost tipped that
Or
shot.
no, I think I'm thinking of another Polka, but he's 27. Yeah, I mean, he was drafted by the Islanders in 2012, so I might be a little off base with that. Who am I thinking of? Shows how good I am.
Neil Pionk?
No.
Or Perfetti?
That's someone else I'm thinking of. But regardless, Ville Polka has tied the game for the Finns at 1 apiece on the shot from the boards. Yep, Finland ties it. And Donnell, the video game you guys should get that was released yesterday, Horizon Forbidden West, if you don't know, could be the game of the year. I have heard of it. Don't know if it's really my kind of game. I'll probably pick it up if it's on sale once I get a friggin' PS5, probably 5 years from now.
Maybe 7.
And I might have a PS5 by the time the 6 comes out.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's see. And yes, Finland tying it up on the shot from Ville Polka. Again, thank you, Josh, for setting all this up for us. And you guys aren't the ones that have warned me about Vancouver. I'm sure Isha has been on you about warning you about the Canucks.
We talked about the Blues being a Jekyll and Hyde team. The Canucks may be the Jekyll and Hyde team.
Yeah, except it's mainly Jekyll and not good.
Yeah. They've been better with Bruce Boudreau, though.
They've been better. Historically, no, but this season better. Greater comeback, Ducks over Oilers in Game 5 2017 or Bruins over Maple Leafs in Game 7. I mean, the Ducks did it in like 4 minutes. I mean, that's got to be a little better.
That's better, but just relevance. That was a Game 5. You got to go Boston.
I mean, in terms of historical significance, it's the Leafs blowing a lead, which is hilariously more funny. And it's a Game 7, which go down in history more. But if the Oilers win that Game 5, they win the series.
Yes.
They go on to win it in Game 6 in Edmonton. They blow that lead, and it changed the course of the McDavid era. They would have at least gone to the Western Conference Final.
That was before Draisaitl, right? Or was Draisaitl
on? No, Draisaitl was there. Draisaitl was even before McDavid.
Huh. Good to know. But yeah, definitely that Leafs game is the bigger.
Yeah, that's historically more significant, but in terms of like single game significance, the Ducks one's more impressive.
That's fair.
See, here's a Finnish phrase I'd like you guys to try and pronounce. Drop that for us. I'd love to try it.
Careful, man.
I'm very much being sarcastic. I'm terrified. I'm on camera. I'm in my French class, and I can't even pronounce anything.
I took 5 years of Spanish.
You guys ever played The Last of Us or Last of Us Part 2? I played the first Last of Us. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Never got around to Part 2.
I don't like that. I just play sports games and like Call of Duty. It's pretty much
Yeah,
all I play.
pretty much. I just finished Ghost of Tsushima the other day. Very fun game.
That sounds pretty fun.
It was pretty fun.
Let's
All
see.
right.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
Iceland sent all the way down 14:06 to go in the second period. Vili Polka tying the game at 1 for Finland. Mikhail Grigorenko with the goal for Russia back in the first period. I think we're setting ourselves up for a classic here.
It's going to be a good one, man. This is high intense. I wish we could have the commentating on, and I wish fans could have been in the arena. But
there's a couple fans.
There's a couple.
There's a couple of them, but it's obviously not the same as like 2010 Canada USA gold medal game.
Whew. One of the greatest hockey games, even though it didn't end well for the Americans. One of the greatest hockey games. I think that helped a lot.
I'd say that is the best hockey game of the last decade in terms of cultural significance and just in terms of the game itself. I don't think any single one comes close.
I'm trying to think, is there one? I don't think so. I think you're right. Like that was just that shaped the hockey landscape for a long time.
Yeah, definitely did.
Brian Miller almost stole the USA gold medal.
He almost stole a gold medal in Canada, which we could laugh about to this day, but just
forever
short. Of course, it had to be Crosby who scored it, just to laugh at me a little bit. But let's see, and yeah, drop it for us. I want to try it.
Oh, bro, I see it.
Oh boy, are we sure this is a word?
I think that's just random letters.
It very well might be.
Hang on. I'm going to look it up real quick. This is terrible streaming.
He might be messing with us, but regardless.
You
do that. You do that first.
You keep doing that. I'll look this up real quick.
But yeah, we've got 12:52 to go in the second period. Another icing on the Finns as it goes all the way down. And Jacob up 1-0 over Victor in their NHL 22 game at the moment after one period. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, great samurai game. Should have been game of the year, in my opinion. Absolutely outstanding game. Yeah, and they're being serious. That is a real word. So, Christian,
it's a real word. It's one of the few words in the English dictionary that has no vowels.
All right. Christian, this is our moral obligation to try this. You want to go first?
Hippitinintiditis. It means bouncy cushion satisfaction.
I don't feel like that at all now.
Yeah, it has no English translation. It has no vowels. It has 18 letters in the word, but only uses 7 actual letters.
Hippitinintiditis. That's my best shot.
That is awesome. All right.
Yeah, not messing, and it is a real word.
It is.
You guys are going to have to score us out of 10 on that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look that up when we're done with this.
I'm trying to learn Finnish, and seeing all those Y's together is making my brain short circuit. You're telling me I had to read it in front of the entire live stream.
Yeah. Ooh, do we got another power play here?
Looks so. I don't know. Daisy's been distracting me here. You might see her tail come up in front of my face here in just a second.
Fair.
Getting right up in my business right now, but you are right. The Russians back to the box. Finland back to the power play here in the second period. Daisy, I'm live right now. I can talk to you later. Thank you. Finland going back to the power play here.
Let's see. Jake, we got your comment, man. You're beating
We were talking about your NHL game a little bit. Seeing good effort, I'll give you a 5.
I'll live with that.
Yeah. In terms of scoring, that means I did average.
I'll take that.
In the American school system, I failed, but we don't do things right here. So, see. Good luck. Who do you think will win? I still think Finland's going to win it, honestly. Still think they do.
I think so, too.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I think it's going to come down to either a late regulation goal or just straight up OT. But I think Finland's been a monster this tournament. They've been in control of this game. Shots on goal 18-10, going to their second power play of the game, and an opportunity now to maybe take control a bit, because I don't really think Russia's had any opportunities here in the second period so far. It feels like every time I look at the game, Finland has the puck.
Not in this period. I mean, Festotov's keeping Russia in this game.
Yeah. He very much is. There's a one-timer for Finland, turns the tie by Vesetovsky. And keeping in the zone is Finland. Let's do this sheet on the power play. And yep, still think Finland's going to win, considering it's your first time seeing it. Not bad at all, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm trying my best here. It's also midnight for me, so I'm doing my best. I'm used to late nights at this point. It's not even an excuse anymore.
Yeah, watching a West Coast team on the East Coast team is not good.
Oh yeah, and I'm 21, so I'm a maniac when it comes to staying up late. Yeah, and Finland has Marco Antila this year, so a big change for them. I mean, you can definitely see it, especially in this game so far. And ROC will win because they've spiked the puck. I mean, I feel like you can never really truly rule it out.
No, they probably doped up the puck.
Not at all. Finnish is a very hard language to learn. Imagine doing a spelling bee.
I'd love to see that, actually. They just showed that stat.
I could certainly try.
Was that the Russian penalty kills at 67%? Was that the stat they showed?
I was looking down at comments.
No.
Told me.
I think they showed that their penalty kills at 67% this tournament.
Not great, but so far 30 seconds left for the Finns on this power play so far. Russia's 1-for-1, looking to make it 2-for-2. We've got Ellen, a Finn, watching from Thailand. It's noon there. Thank you so much for joining us for this one, for what is shaping up to be an outstanding gold medal game for the ages. Finland, another one-timer. I mean, even if their penalty kill hasn't been great, Russia's been blocking a ton of shots on this power play so far.
That's the key, man. Block shots.
But Finland with pretty much full control so far, almost free puck movement. It almost seems like the penalty goal strategy is just to block shots, and it worked for them that time. And Russia kills off the penalty, looking to get a break out of the box here and try to set up something. Really, the first time it feels like Russia's had the puck so far,
especially in this period.
Yeah, it is 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm up from 4, sweating in my bed. That is the most relatable thing I've ever read.
Yep, I can't imagine being someone from Finland and trying to watch this game.
Where are you all from? We are in the United States at the moment. I am on the East Coast in Maryland. It is midnight for me here. Christian is out in Colorado, the beautiful state of Colorado.
Good old Rado, man. It is currently 10:18 p.m. here.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah, it's not that late for me.
You get a reasonable hour.
I'll be in bed by midnight.
Yeah.
Unless we go triple OT, which actually I would kill for that.
That would be pretty awesome.
3-on-3 too. That'd be sick.
Is it going to be 3-on-3?
No, it has to be 5-on-5.
Yeah. For goal, I mean, we were confused about this on our last live stream we were doing for the Avalanche and the Golden Knights. But the rules for OT in the Olympics are so inconsistent, you can't even follow it.
Yeah, I still don't get why the women aren't allowed to body check. Yeah. That rule perplexed me for a long time. Look at me using big words.
It's not really a big word.
Yeah, okay, man, let me live. But yeah, I don't get that rule.
I don't either. Not a lot of it makes any sense.
Save.
They're showing a lot of the Russian penalty kill here on the replay here. I mean, they blocked like 7 shots on that penalty kill alone.
Well, that one save that Festitov had that bounced off looked like his catching arm. That was a good save.
Yeah, he has been keeping them in this so far. Fedotov is having an outstanding game for the Russians so far. Shots on goal, 19-11 for Finland.
I'm interested. What does it say on the shot attempts? I can't read that tiny screen because Finland's got to be up in there for
shot attempts. I'm not seeing much of anything there.
Yeah, they got to be up there.
They got to be up there for sure. I mean, the whole Russian defensive strategy just seems to just sell out and block every single shot,
and then hope for a breakout, which isn't the worst strategy.
Not the worst. I mean, it worked once.
I mean, if they get power play, I mean, they've already shown that they can.
Mm-hmm.
They can score on it. So,
see, which is the most devastating way to lose? 13 seconds or 4th and 26?
13 seconds.
Yeah, 13 seconds. That's pretty brutal.
That one will haunt me. I lost a lot of money because of that. Is that Daisy's tail?
Yep. Daisy is not happy with me right now. She is currently right underneath my table and disrupting the live stream as much as she can. She's a good girl, though. Hi, honey.
Oh, man.
Daisy girl, I'm working right now, baby girl.
Please don't tell me there will be time added like last year with Canada. I don't know if there will be.
I don't know.
Is there time added? I can't remember.
I can't really remember either.
You'll have to tell us that. I can't remember.
I'm sure we'll find out if this game does go to overtime. I'm sure we'll find out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ireland isn't very good at any sports. I mean, they're good at rugby, like they're saying here. Mm-hmm. See, who's from Finland or can speak Finland? We got some Finns here in the chat. For us, I can speak English.
We spoke one Finnish word, not very well, but we spoke.
We got a 5 out of 10. You round that up, that's a 10. So
yeah. Our scores combined make it 10.
Yeah. It's like John Hamm with the All-Star game. We get 2 scores, so therefore we got a 10.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's fair.
But yep, 8:05 to go in the second period here of the gold medal game. Finland won, Russia won. Vili Poka with the goal for Finland and Mikhail Grigorenko for the Russians so far to this point. And it's been essentially all Finland here in the second period. Again, they're keeping this puck in the zone.
I mean, we're cruising through this period again, too, man.
We really are again. I mean, this game only really started an hour ago. We're already halfway through.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I love this.
NHL, take notes.
Yeah, NHL. Well, the NHL could take a lot of notes from international hockey sometimes. But they don't do that. They don't even take notes from their own league.
Yeah, that's true. As long as Gary Bettman's there, we'll be.
As long as Gary Bettman's there. It's not even Gary Bettman. Owners, Bill Daly, everybody.
Oh.
As long as they're all there. But yep, Finland in full control so far to this point. Russians just blocking every single shot. Turnover by the Finns behind the net. That one will come in front for Shipachyov. Couldn't get that one through. First real opportunity, I would say, for Russia so far this period.
So far. I'm interested. They've got to get out of the shell here soon, though, you think.
They're going to have to. I mean, I don't know. They're spending a lot of energy defending in their defensive zone, and Finland's forcing them to block a lot of shots. I mean, it's got to be taking a toll on them eventually.
I'm interested to see how this goes because you got to get out of your shell eventually.
Actually, so, but I mean, you also don't either. Finland could just hem them in the entire time and slowly win by death of 1,000 cuts.
It's quite possible. I mean, that may be the strategy. But
I mean, Russia's got to start winning some of these face-offs here. Finland, I feel like, has won every single one.
Face-offs are always going to be important.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Finland's just dominated this game. Like, the fact it's 1-1 is kind of a miracle.
I mean, it's all on the back of the Russian goaltender so far to this point. I mean, I feel like Finland has even more than 19 shots, but that's just a credit to how many shots Russia's blocked so far to this point.
I mean, they blocked 7 shots on that one power play.
Yeah, and Finland can't even try anything from the point. Their one goal just happened to sneak through the traffic from the boards.
Maybe that's Finland. They keep that strategy going too because,
I
mean, it's working right now.
Yeah, it's working so far for them.
So far, so good.
Jacob is up 6-1 over Victor at the moment, NHL 22. Feel bad for Victor at this point. I mean, Jacob's on like 50 Red Bulls, so his brain is functioning at a level we can't even comprehend.
Yeah, he's unlocked. What's that movie, Limitless? Was that the one where
he's using 100% of his brain.
That's impressive.
How about his team, Great Britain? We didn't even manage to qualify for the Olympics despite inventing the sport. Britain was in the World Juniors recently, weren't they? Oh, good chance for Russia. That one just sails wide of the net. Good. Russia got some good opportunities now. Now they're taking control of the puck a little bit here.
Is it true that Great Britain invented hockey?
Probably. I don't know the history enough of it, but it's in chat, so it has to be true.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah. Everything put in chat and everything on the internet is true. So you have to take everything at face value, Christian.
Yeah, I don't even know like the weather in Great Britain. Does it even like get cold enough for ice?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
they have Liam Kirk, Arizona Coyotes prospect they picked in the 7th round, who's a couple years ago that might end up being something. They were in the World Juniors recently, and they lost to Canada by like 15, but they were there. They made it. Good opportunity for the Finns. Another shot block for Russia. Time left in the second period right now is 5:20, still tied at 1 goal apiece. The Canucks still losing 7-3. Not a great night for Thatcher Demko in my fantasy team. The story goes, Finland dominates, plays better, and still somehow ends up losing. I mean, the farther we go in this game, the more I'm starting to believe that might just end up being the case. In Russia, they just keep surviving every single finished possession, and the few opportunities that Russia has had in this game look very dangerous. I feel like eventually they're going to break through on one of these and get lucky. Finland has to break through again here pretty soon, or else there's going to be some doubts start to creep in.
Eventually, it's going to have to.
Yeah, it's going to have to. I mean,
if the game happen, this is going to happen. Like it's going to be a Game 5 situation. Mark Stone's going to, or like Russia's going to block a shot, get a breakaway, and I feel like that's
having a good time, man. You didn't have to bring that up again.
Sorry, man, but that's how I think this game's going.
But yeah, I mean, if this game keeps going exactly like this, eventually Finland's going to break through, but it's a matter of if they can keep Russia off the board on the eventual turnovers and other rushes.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how Russia plays this third period. If it stays 1-1.
mean, still some time here to go in the second with 4 minutes to go. Let's get back some of these other comments here. They did win gold in 1936. I mean, I wasn't born then, so
I was not.
Yeah. If anyone here in chat was born in 1936 and can remember that, please tell us in full detail.
Respect if you're in this chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anyone here is from Slovakia, congrats on the bronze medal. Totally deserved. The best story to come out of these Olympics by far is Slovakia. I mean, they beat us, the United States, which was disappointing at the time. But seeing the reaction of them beating the U.S. in the shootout, and then the eventual reaction of them being Sweden earlier today, it's the best story I've seen in the Olympics. Geez, I can't even remember the last super feel good story outside of that. I mean, it's going to do wonders for their hockey program. They're going to get a lot more funding, and who knows, maybe 10 years down the line, we'll start to slowly see some more Slovakian players start to find their way to the NHL. Stuff like this has a big long-term impact on the sport.
Yeah, we forgot to look at that kid's name from Slovakia.
Yeah, well, we got our hands full at the moment here. Yeah, and Britain is as far north as Canada, so we get ice.
Shows you how much I know about geography.
Slovakia's got as many gold medals as Great Britain did.
Interesting.
Yeah, and maybe the outer Hebrides of Scotland doubt be that cold in England. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these words. I can barely speak English.
Yeah, I mean, stupid Americans, right?
Yeah, I can barely speak English, and they gave me a podcast.
Yeah, shows you how much we're credentialed.
I think it's a matter of time till Finns win. I agree, but it's like you said earlier. Sometimes there's just these games that one team has full control of the puck. The other team survives just enough, gets one chance, and buries it. It's important for Russia that they already got on the board here. They've shown they are capable of scoring if you give them the opportunity.
Yeah, if you're the Finns, you can't take another penalty here.
No, you can't give Russia any opportunity. The game plans have worked themselves out here. Finland just has to win by death of 1,000 cuts, and Russia has to take advantage of everything Finland gives them.
Hopefully, man.
Of course, it gets cold in England. It's freezing right now.
I gotta look it up now. I'm looking it up.
See, I heard earlier the NHL refused to let the Canadian and American stars for their team. Since when did the NHL have the right to exert that level of control? It's not just for them. It's for all the teams. For every single NHL player, the Finns, the Swedes, the Russians. I mean, with the COVID situation and the schedule situation that was happening, and just there's a lot that went into it. And it's from the NHL's perspective, it's hard to disagree, honestly.
If the Olympics were taking place anywhere other than China, they probably would have gone. If
in a perfect world, they would have gone. They didn't go in 2018 either. And I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to explain, to at least on this stream as well.
Yeah.
See, and Slovakia got gold in women's slalom, and Mikkel Shivrin didn't get a single medal. Interesting.
Yeah, that's a Colorado girl. She struggled in these Olympics.
That's a shame.
Slavkovsky. That's the Slovakian kid's name.
Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that.
Yeah.
See, in Finland, Finland's fighting real hard. And look who's back. Our main man, Fagio, joining us again, just like he does in every single stream. Good to see you again, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see, is this another phrase that we have to pronounce? Kulu?
Kalu?
Kalu? I'm embarrassing myself. Yeah, come on, Finns. I'm rooting for Finland a little bit here. I'm going to be honest.
I am too. I mean, just because Russia has so many Olympic gold medals, it'd be nice to see a country
I just want to see a country win there first.
It'd be a pretty good story if you get Finland and Slovakia getting their first medals in a long time.
Yeah, that would be great. Imagine if the NHL actually went to the Olympics, everything would have been so dang difficult. It would have been an amazing Olympics if they actually did go.
Would have been must-watch TV.
I mean, we still might have Finland in the final if they win. I think Finland was a top 3 team in this tournament with NHL players.
Oh, yeah. It was Finland. It's Canada 1. You can make an argument for Finland and Russia 2-3. I'd throw Sweden in there at 4, and then you got America at 5, I'd say.
I'd say that's honestly pretty close. I'd say USA and Sweden would go toe-to-toe. I'd say between Russia and Finland, it'd be pretty even. It's obviously Canada 1. I mean, there's really no. You've got your 1, 2, 3 punches centers: McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon.
What an
not fair. And then on defense, you have Cale Makar and everybody.
Cale Makar, Pietrangelo. Who else were they saying? Shea Theodore.
Yeah, Shea Theodore. I mean, you probably even put the Von Tays on there with Cale just because they work so well.
Yeah, but that's how good the Canadian team is. Like Devon Tays may have not been on the Olympic team.
Right.
Oh, you forget they would have had Steven Stamkos too, who's having a career.
Stamkos. I mean, they could probably do whatever they want with their fourth line. They would have been just fine.
Their fourth line would have been the top line on majority of NHL teams.
Mm-hmm. And thank you so much to everyone who's been joining us so far for this one. 1-1 between Finland and Russia with 2:18 to go in the second period. Face-off coming at center ice. Canucks now losing 7-4, so they got 2 goals back there. Good for them.
2 minutes left.
And New Zealand won their first gold medal ever in the women's slopes.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I love hearing stuff like that.
That's the fun part about the Olympics is like you do have those crazy stories. I wish the Olympics were as big a deal as they used to be. I feel like they've lost a lot of their oomph.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when I was a kid, the Olympics were awesome.
I remember the Olympics being a lot cooler when I was younger. Maybe that's just the magic of being a kid.
That's probably true.
I mean, they lose their luster after a little while.
That big ski jump was so damn cool.
It was. I remember the what's it called? The one with the skiing and the shooting. I love that.
Yeah, pentat. No, I can't remember.
So but here's another sport we Irish are good at: boxing, fighting Irish. It's in my blood. I'm an Irish by blood.
And they are good fighters.
Mm-hmm. So
Irish people are damn good fighters. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm. You mean bar fighting?
Bar fights. If there was a sport for drinking too, Irish got that one in the bag.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't even need to be good at like soccer or hockey or anything.
Yeah. When you can drink. I mean, Russia may give you a run for their money.
Biathlon, that's the one.
There it is. I watched that a little bit. Like, that's crazy. Are they? They're not shooting real guns. They're shooting like airsoft guns, right? Or BB guns.
I think the bullets are real enough that you shouldn't be in the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That seems extremely dangerous.
70 seconds to go in the second period here. Only goal of this period to Finland, Ville Poka. And down to the final 60 seconds here. And much like this second period, Finland has been in almost complete control. Shots on goal, 20-14. Surprisingly, Russia's caught up in shots on goal.
Yeah, Russia's kind of been playing better these.
They've been playing better last little.
Oh yeah, there's that big number 12. I love that guy.
He's pack on the ice.
Look at how much he has to hunch over.
He does just to even reach the puck. I mean, there's some Russians that kind of stack up to him as well. Good chance for Finland. Turned aside, still loose and covered with 33 seconds to go. Fedotov keeping that one out just as he has all game long. He is the MVP for Russia. If Russia pulls this one out, he's getting MVP for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not even close. That's a great opportunity there. For Leo Komarov, former member of the Toronto Maple Leafs and New York Islanders.
He's Finnish?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was Russian.
Leo Komarov is definitely Finnish.
Yeah.
Komarov is a Finnish name.
Man, I just see the off.
That's true. I mean, he's got a Finnish face.
He does have a Finnish face.
20 seconds to go in the second period. Again, Finland with the puck in their own zone. Maybe Russia trying to get a last-ditch opportunity. I mean, Russia can't even control the puck for that long in the defensive zone. The Finns just swarm them immediately.
The defense has been really good for the Finnish.
All right, and they will kill this puck on the boards for the final seconds of the second period. And we're tied at 1. Some festivities along the boards as we wrap up the second, tied at a goal apiece between Russia and Finland. Going to be a real great third period here once they get them separated off of the boards. I mean, Finland's controlled play, as we've said a million times so far, but I have a sneaking feeling about Russia. They're not done yet.
They are not done. They're going to – I'm interested to see if they break out of their shell they've been in to start this game.
They need to bring a little more energy and get some more puck possession here because if their plan is just to score off the rush, it's not going to work so well. Yeah. Finland got lucky once. Once they start getting these shots through, they're going to score again.
That's all they need is a couple shots to get through. A deflection, something. They got to get bodies in front.
Yeah. See, Lauren, Ducks have won 7-4. Let's go Ducks, quack, 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 beating the Canucks tonight, ending their little losing streak that they've had going for a little bit. See, where's the activity in scoring for Finland? I mean, that's what we're all wondering right now. I mean, yeah. Fedotov has played great for Russia so far.
Fedotov's been great, and Russia's been blocking a shit ton of shots.
Yeah, they're just blocking every single shot they put at the net, and it's going to wear on them eventually. If this game goes to overtime, I feel like Finland's just eventually going to take it.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Why do they only have 3 periods?
Great question.
I don't know. Why is anything anything?
Why is soccer 45-minute halves?
Right. I don't know. Why is anything anything? I don't know.
I saw a crazy rule change that someone was talking about. Like, what if hockey just did 2 30-minute periods?
I wouldn't hate that.
Because then you'd only have one intermission.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be an interesting thing, but I think the ice would just get destroyed.
It definitely would. I mean, it probably has most to do with the ice.
Yeah. Probably.
Gotta get the Zambonis out there and at the hassle. You gotta clean it every single time.
You gotta spoil the players.
See, Jacob won 8-3. Good for him.
Good for you, Jacob. I'll still beat you, but
it's a good little warm up for him.
Yeah. Needs to get warmed up.
All right. So in the second intermission, tied at 1 between Russia and Finland, we are going to take a quick break and prep ourselves for the third period of this gold medal game. And we will see you all in just a few seconds. Again, thank you so much for joining us so far. And we will be back in just a second. All right, and we are back for the second intermission of the Olympic gold medal game between Russia and Finland, tied at a goal apiece. Goal scorers in this one, Mikhail Grigorenko for Russia on the power play in the first period, and Vili Polka at even strength for Finland in the second period, setting us up for what I think is going to be a very exciting third period.
It's going to be an exciting third period. What a great way to end the Olympics. Close game. It's everything we wanted as an unbiased fan. This has been a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I don't know. I feel I got so used to the Olympics all of a sudden. It's going to feel weird when they all of a sudden go away.
Yeah, it's going to feel weird, but also like, well, I guess football's over now. So yeah,
Football's
they do.
Over. It's going to be still all hockey for us here. So
all hockey for us on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you like and subscribe. We do watch-alongs every single day, pretty much. Like I'd say, what's the one we got on the docket for this week? What's one we got coming up?
Well, the one we have coming up for just me and you, we got more coming before this, but for me and you, we will be back on Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern time for the Colorado Avalanche and Detroit Red Wings. This is the first time we've done a non-Avalanche watch-along so far. And honestly, I'm enjoying this a lot less stress. But yeah, we will be back on Wednesday for the Avalanche and the Red Wings. If you guys want more of us before then, we do the Tell It Abs It Is podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network every Monday and Thursday. Our last episode talking about the Avalanche's victory over the Golden Knights and loss to the Dallas Stars. All fun stuff over there. And again, like Christian said, if you like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, feel free to subscribe. More watch-alongs every single day. And thank you so much to everyone who's hung out with us so far. We really do appreciate it. And speaking of you all, let's get back to some of these comments. Every other sport is two halves, so why is hockey different? I mean, here in America, that's generally not very common. Football's 4 quarters, basketball's 4 quarters, and hockey just splits it up into
3 periods,
3 20-minute periods. And Isha upset about the Canucks. Ducks destroyed the Canucks. I mean, you gotta talk to Thatcher Demko on my behalf, man. He's killing me right now. I don't just have him on my fantasy team. I played him in DraftKings tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That was bad call. It was bad call.
Me. Played Elias Pettersson too.
He had a goal
on the Canucks.
He had a goal.
Okay, well, now I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I probably got nothing because Demko was bad. So, and go Finland.
Thanks, Isha.
And hockey, this is like what we were saying before the break. Hockey needs more breaks, more intense sport. Got to clean the ice. Got to heal up all the bruises. I mean, can you imagine 30 straight minute periods? That'd be brutal.
That'd be brutal.
Guys would be winded towards the end.
Yeah, you need the breaks.
Yeah. Let's see. Get back some of these. If we get rid of Dallas Eakins, which I still hope we do, who do you think would be a great replacement for him? I mean, the first guy that comes to my head, we say, is Rick Tocchet. He's currently just kind of sitting on TNT at the moment. He got a bit out of the Coyotes. Honestly, I can't really think who's a good other coach on the market right now that hasn't been picked up yet. And by the time Eakins is fired, which is probably going to be a while from now, there's going to be plenty of other guys on the market. Yeah. So
I'm trying to think. Travis Green.
Yeah, even that. Yeah.
I don't think there's not much out there.
Yeah, not much. I mean, Tocchet, I think, is a pretty decent option.
I'd agree.
I mean, coaching in the NHL is just always such a revolving door.
Yeah, Tocchet's in such a good spot too. He can just be on TV and not have to worry about it and still be talked about as one of the best candidates. I love that.
Yeah, and just we might be talking at the end of the year. There might be like 5 new coaches available that we just never saw coming. So you never know. Eakins is doing fine with the Ducks right now. He already surpassed expectations. The Ducks are gonna have to suck next year for him to get fired.
Yeah, they'll actually have expectations next year.
Yeah, which actually might be bad for them. Like, because I still think they need to take their time.
Yeah,
rebuilding that team.
Well, they definitely need to rebuild. I mean, they've got the pieces though.
They have the pieces, and they're all going to keep growing. And we'll see what they do. The Ducks are going to be an interesting team in this offseason.
I don't know if it's a destination. It never really was when they had Getzlaf and Perry in their prime either.
Yeah. And the Ducks won in 2007. They came pretty close back in 2017 against Nashville, and then just kind of slowly fizzled out after that.
Well, they lost to the Blackhawks in that Western Conference final, I think, in like 2015.
Yeah, 2015. Then they went back in 2017, lost to Nashville. They got close. They won a cup with that core in the very beginning of it.
They got the dub.
Yeah, they got what they needed out of it. Trevor Zegras era is going to be very fun, though.
I'm excited to see that.
Mm-hmm. See, that's okay. NASCAR has started already. I haven't watched NASCAR in forever.
I can't remember one time I ever watched it.
I watched it a lot when I was very young. I feel like a lot of kids did.
Yeah, I can't think of a time I ever did.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting point with the 30-minute halves, but I have no problem with 20-minute periods.
No, I think it's just because we're used to it at this point.
Yeah.
Like for a new person watching hockey, that probably makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yep, and thanks to everyone who has liked and subscribed so far. We love all of you for joining us here at the Hockey Podcast Network as we get ready for the decisive third period in the gold medal game between Russia and Finland. And again, watch-alongs every day of the week. Drop a like for us. You guys drive the bus here. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us and talking to us. You guys drive the bus here. And yeah, mourning the Canucks loss against the Canucks, or not against the Canucks, that would be something. But against the Ducks tonight, that rhymes. It throws me off. All right, we got some of our Russian viewers joining us as well as some of the Finns joining us for this one as well. Thank you so much to our international audience for joining us. And YouTube has this hilarious marathon of videos of many crashes in the bobsleigh and skills. Great way to remind us of the importance of winter sports. I watched in some of the ski ones, someone got hurt real bad in one of those. I think it was when we were on a live stream, honestly. But
yeah, I did see that. And they were like out cold and like sliding down the mountain.
Yeah, that was bad. They whacked themselves right on the pole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not good.
Oh,
who says skiing's not a contact sport?
Yeah. All right. We're getting close to the third period here of the gold medal game. Christian, how do you think this one's going to go in the final 20 minutes? Do you think Finland's going to break through? Do you think Russia's going to retake some control?
I want Finland to do it, but just the way this game's going, it just seems like a funny bounce is going to happen, and I think Russia's going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just feels like that kind of game. Like Finland's just they've been in control for most of the game, and Russia they're gonna glide in on a 2-on-1, bury it, and win this one 2-1. I think we're going 2-2 in OT. I think we're both getting one.
Okay, I like that.
I think Finland's gonna score the first goal of this period, and it's gonna be like a greasy goal on like a power play or something. And with 2 minutes left, Russia's gonna get a break and tie it.
You think empty net goal they get it like when they have the goalie pulled?
Maybe even a little before that too.
Okay, I don't hate that.
I think this is going to be a very fun period. It's just been a fun game in general,
and it goes by so fast.
It really does too. I mean, it feels like this intermission's been longer than the actual periods.
Well, yeah. I mean, intermission's 18 minutes, so
yeah. I mean, I call myself a professional, but I'm running out of things to say.
Yeah, we're running out of stuff to talk about. So keep leaving some comments. We'll go back to some of these comments.
Yeah. And each is supporting Finland. And thanks to all the Russians, Slovaks, Swedes, Canadians, Americans, and look, even Indian fans we got supporting our channel so far. We love and appreciate you all. And speaking of our Indian viewers, thank you so much for joining us for this
awesome.
one. I mean, it's always so fun just to see the kind of outreach we can have sometimes. I try not to think about it because it twists my brain into knots, but you really stop to think about it. It's very cool to see all of you joining us for this one and for what should be a very fun third period of hockey.
It's going to be a great period, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Maybe this was what I was talking the cash that Gus Kenworth had in the men's ski halfpipe. I think that's what I was talking about. I don't really remember. I don't remember the name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't remember the name either.
Yeah. See, where can you watch the real live game? It's on USA in America, or you can stream it live on Peacock, or a great alternative. We're right here for you.
Yeah, just hang out with us.
Yeah, hang out with us. We're pretty cool. I like
we have a good time.
Sometimes.
We're funny sometimes.
We're funny sometimes, not really, but seeing. I think it goes 2-2 in OT. Finland scores first, Russia scores next. And in terms of OT, it's anyone's game at that point. It's just a lucky bounce away.
It really is, and I think that's the way this game's going to go. I think it's going to be a lucky bounce.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. It looks like we're pretty much good. And as we are getting ready to start the third period, I mean, it feels like it's been 18 minutes already, right?
It feels like that's why I like the NHL app, because you can see how much longer intermission is.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have that on the Olympics site.
That's a lot of work.
Okay, well, there we go. We're starting the third period right now. We're back on the benches, and we're getting ready for period number 3 between Finland and Russia. Tied at 1, the decisive third and final period, final event of the 2022 Winter Olympics. Let's see who comes out on top here.
Let's have a third period here. We've had a great game so far.
Yeah, I think Russia's going to come out pretty hot. Finland, obviously, they've been in pretty much full control for the full 40 minutes of this one. Russia, I think they're going to push back pretty hard. I think it's going to be a pretty physical third period too.
Especially at the end of the second period, we saw the physicality get picked up a little bit. I agree. I think it's going to be a physical third period.
Yep, and here we are, puck drop down, or I guess not. They're going to call that one back and do it again a second time, but we are ready and underway here in the third period of Finland and Russia. Gold medal on the line. Russia looking to repeat as gold medal champs as they won it over Germany in overtime in 2018 back in Pyeongchang, and Finland looking to win their first ever gold medal in hockey. So far, only 2 silvers to their name. That one shoveled to the front for Finland and knocked away. And looks like we're picking up right where we left off in the second period. Finland in control again. A lot of shots from the point. Russia does a great job of really clogging up that middle.
They do a great job. I'm a little bit behind you TV-wise like usual, so I'm just...
Are you right now? Is that a goal for Finland? And it is a shot from the point through, and Finland breaks through. It's 2-1 for the Finns. Only 31 seconds into the third period. All right, looking like my prediction's looking pretty good right now.
That is the worst case scenario for Russia right there.
Yeah, that's not good. Finland taking full control. Their first lead of the game. A turnaround shot finds its way through Fedotov, and Fedotov looking to get that puck out, gives it right to a Finn. Russia unable to clear the zone out there. And let's see who ends up getting this goal here, because it's kind of hard to see on the angle there. It looked like it was number 12 for the Finns, circling that one all the way around, fires that one.
Oh, it's number 12, my guy.
There it is.
Guy.
Oh, I love that guy.
Love that. I mean, that's what we talked about at the end of the period. Finland's got to get more bodies in front, create some traffic, so you cut off Fedotov's eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did there. They found a way to sneak it through the traffic. Russia has done a great job in this game of clogging up lanes and clogging up shooting lanes. But each time Finland's been able to find a way through, they've been able to sneak it through. And now they got the 2-1 lead.
Fuck yeah, number 12.
See, and that is Hannes Bjorninen.
Love that. Let's go.
Hope I did that right. But yeah, great turnaround shot from Bjorninen to beat Fedotov and give Finland their first lead of the game and set the stage here for the third period. Now Russia has to press the attack. They can't just be content to sit back in the defensive zone anymore and hope Finland gets tired. They got to push the attack.
We were calling for that, so we'll see if they can.
Look at Isha Griffin. I hate to say it because it's like 1 a.m. for you, but I hope this goes to a wait for it shootout. Did they go to shootouts in this one?
I don't think so.
We still haven't come to a conclusion on that if they actually go to shootouts in this gold medal game or not.
It'd be hilarious if they did.
It would be very funny, and since it's not the NHL and doesn't affect my team, I would find it funny to decide another gold medal game in the shootout like we have over the last several years. But I mean, if this score holds, Finland will win it in regulation. But I still think Russia, like I said before the period, early goal for Finland, late one for Russia.
The thing is, too, is like you got to think that Finland's got all the confidence in the world right now. Like if they get the next one, this game's over.
Yeah, if Finland makes it 3-1, I don't see how Russia comes back in this, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like they need to get something going here, and this has been a great follow-up shift from Finland so far.
Yeah, so far. I mean, it's been the story of the game. Finland has just controlled the puck, I'd say, for 85% of the time. And Russia had one power play opportunity. They were left open and were able to bury it. That's really been their only saving grace outside of goaltending.
Yeah. I'm shocked that they have as many shots as they do. It feels like they have half of that.
Yeah. I feel like Finland has even more than 23 shots. Feels like they should have like closer to 40.
They could get up there if they keep up this pace.
Yep. Opportunity for Russia now as they bring it in the offensive zone. They really need some sustained zone time here to try to wear out the Finns. That'll be Vadim Shipachyov wheeling that one around, firing that one from the point. Does not get through. Finland will unable to get that one out here. They'll try another one for Russia. Russia's got to get some better scoring chances than that than just some sweeping shots from the point. Oh, here's a potential break for Finland, but Fedotov will come out and break that one up and send it all the way back down. See, good to see our Finn fans are happy in the chat. Finland has taken a 2-1 lead here early in the third and final period. Russia forced to push now. Get back to some of these comments here while the feel-out process of this game continues. BBC One has the game live right now on their channel, and it's only the first period. That is very interesting.
That is really weird.
And Jacob won game 2 over
Victor
5-1. He's up 2-0 in that series.
Good for you, Jacob.
Almost more.
It's the only thing Vegas is winning recently.
Did they go to shootout after 15 minutes OT? I've been unable to find an answer to this. Ever since we did our live stream against Vegas, we've been unable to find out what it actually does. And Luke is saying, I think it would be shootout. I thought I saw something that said it was continuous the other day. I'm probably wrong, but I think it's going to be at least 20 minutes, right? A 5-on-5.
It has to be.
I would think so. I
mean, it has to be. You can't decide a game in a shootout.
Yeah. Any notable KHLers standing out so far? I mean, no real Russian skater, I feel like, has made their name so far in this one. Obviously, Grigorenko with the goal. But the name we've obviously said the most for Russia is Ivan Fedotov in goal, who's been absolutely outstanding. But outside of them, wouldn't really say anyone on Russia has really made a name for themselves. I feel like Nestorov has played pretty well defensively, blocking a ton of shots. But outside of that, not really, no.
Yeah, no, Russia has not done anything this game. Like, I'm shocked it's 2-1 right now.
Yeah, it's been close so far. I mean, Finland, if Russia hadn't been blocking shots, this game would probably be out of hand at this point.
Oh, without a doubt. And the goaltender for Russia has kept them in this game.
Yeah, but it seems like ever since the goal, Russia's been pushing a little more. Finland hasn't had a ton of zone time or even really any scoring chances. Feels like the game is starting to tilt a little bit in terms of Russia momentum-wise at the moment. It needs to at this point. There's no other choice.
It needs to, and if I'm Finland, you cannot go into the shell.
No, you can't go into a shell. This game will go to overtime if Finland starts to shell up here. I mean, you got your first gold medal in Olympic or ice hockey Olympic history on the line here. Terrible time to start playing defensive.
And because you've been dominating the play, like that's not like
Yeah.
your game plan's been working. Keep doing it.
Yeah, the best defensive game plan you can have is to just not let Russia have the puck like you've been doing for most of the game. And now Russia keeping the pressure on the offensive zone. Now they're starting to do what the Finns do. Great shot for Nesterov. That one is turned aside. And here come the Russians now.
Let's see if they can get it here, man.
I think this is the best Russia has looked at even strength all game. They've been right here in the last 2 minutes. Now they're starting to look like what the Finns have been doing so far, but they're starting to find a little more room. Finland is a little less focused on blocking shots, and there's been some one-time opportunities for Russia so far.
Well, do you think this goalie for Finland too is probably like he hasn't seen the puck that much?
Yeah, he's been outstanding in this tournament. There's no doubting that, but there's also a certain point where he hasn't faced a ton of shots. That one's a one-timer from the board. That one is turned aside and covered for a whistle. But it's like we've said here over the last couple of minutes, here come the Russians. They're looking a little better.
Looking a lot better.
Yeah, and in goal for Finland is number 29, Harry Satari, by the way. We just haven't said his name a ton so far because Finland's been in control the entire time. We'll see if he can hold up the onslaught here from the Russians now as another faceoff will come in the offensive zone with 14-14 to go in the third. Won by the Russians, shot from the outside, kicked aside, and again, Russia keeping it in. This is not looking great for the Finns.
So far, so good, man. We gotta see.
All right, another turnover behind almost cost them now. Finland almost looking a bit sloppy in the defensive zone, and Russia's doing a great job at finding ways to keep this puck in. Another shot on goal turned aside by Satari. Looking good for the Russians right now. This is the best they've looked all game.
It really is.
Big hit from Russia to keep that puck free. Finland finally able to get that puck and out of the zone. No icing. Finally, Finland able to get a change and get some fresh legs. We'll see if that'll work for them defensively.
I don't know, man. I think Russia's going to get the time one here. I think they are.
They're definitely getting close now. This is Anton Slepyshev, former Edmonton Oiler, bringing this puck in. He'll get it in. And all right, Finland looking a little better at stopping the zone entries, but it looks like Russia is just getting a lot more aggressive now. It seems like that last goal has really woken them up here. They're playing a lot more physically along the boards and trying to keep this puck in.
It kind of shocks me that they weren't doing this the whole game.
Yeah, if they were playing this way the whole game, they might have a lot more than 2 right now.
Yeah. But if they keep up this pace, I don't know if Finland's going to get another chance.
This is looking like an onslaught right now. I mean, Finland controlled most of the game, but I would say this is the most dangerous any team has looked at this point in the game.
Agreed. And I mean, Finland's going to need this TV timeout, even though it's not really a TV timeout here next week.
Yeah, I mean, Russia, they're getting closer to the net, better scoring chances. I mean, the 2 goals that Finland have had haven't really been particularly dangerous, I would say.
No, they're just shots from the point.
Yeah, shots from the point that ended up getting through traffic. Yeah, who we have as favorite here? I mean, Finland came into this game as the favorite. They've been dominating most of the play, but you can't be feeling good about these last 5 minutes here.
No, if I'm a Finnish fan, this is nerve-wracking times.
Yeah, I mean, I think they look a little rattled right now. They're retreating quickly, trying to send pucks through, unable to connect on any passes. And Russia, they feel it now.
If you're just joining us, Finland has dominated this game.
It hasn't even been close. Finland has controlled this game through and through and has been able to keep Russia off the board outside of the 1 power play goal. But ever since Finland made it 2-1, this third period's been all Russia.
Yeah, it really has. Oh, man.
Let's get back to some of these comments here before I end up getting too distracted again. I'm very well behind.
I tried to keep up.
Yeah, Ducks play 2 least favorite teams, Sharks and the Kings. Will this channel live stream any of those games? I do not believe so, but we could talk to our guys at the Quack Report. See, and why is the British Hockey League called the Elite Ice Hockey League when we are utter crap? I mean, aren't they all just called, to some extent, some form of like elite hockey?
Yeah.
It's like any sport. It's all like the elite leagues and stuff like that.
You have to have elite in your name for it to be.
It's like Isha says, elite for that region. Ireland is one of those teams called the Belfast Giants. How good is Hungary at hockey? I don't know, honestly. And you think the Russians will end up tying the game? I mean, I said before the period, I think the Finns get an early goal. They have. And I think the Russians will end up getting a late one here. So I think we're going to go to a 2-2 OT.
I wouldn't be shocked just the way Russia's been playing lately. I think they're going to get it.
Another turnover by the Finns in the zone, driving that net again. I mean, Russia's feeling it right now, digging for it in the crease here. Finland barely able to keep that one out of the cage. 10:45 to go in the third period. Finland in survival mode right now, trying to hold on to this lead. Russia is, where has this Russian team been the entire time?
Yeah, I have no idea. If you're a Russian fan watching this has got to be irritating because
Yeah, almost so. I mean, I feel like each fan base has to be absolutely terrified right now for Russia. Like, where has this been for 50 minutes? And for Finland being like, you just played great for 50 minutes. Where did you go?
Wow, this is crazy, dude.
Oh, opportunity for Finland. That one will just bounce up and out of the zone. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe Finland's just feeling tired all of a sudden. They've been in control the whole time, and Russia maybe just has the fresher legs.
That's possible, but this is shocking.
Yeah. And now we are halfway through the third period. And again, Russia pressuring in the defensive zone, or now the offensive zone for them, and Finland unable to get that puck up and out.
I am shocked right now.
Yeah.
I thought after Finland scored that goal, it was going to be all Finns.
Yeah, I thought if Russia was going to tie it, it would be off of like a turnover and a 2-on-1 late in the third. This might come sooner.
I wouldn't be shocked, man.
I mean, now's the time to shine if you're the Finnish goaltender, Harry Satari. And if he can hold off this onslaught, he will get some praises when they go back home.
Yep. He can wear his gold medal and never have to buy another beer in Finland.
Yep. And once played NHL 2000 when I was 6 or 7. I always remember playing as the Ducks. One name that always stood out to me was former Finn Teemu Selanne.
Oh, yeah.
The original Finn. Oh, great opportunity for Finland. That one is turned aside by Fedotov. Best opportunity since the goal for the Finns. And I don't know, Russia looked a little lazy there in the defensive zone, able to get free. Finland now pressing the attack here with 9 minutes to go in the third.
This is more of the Finnish team we've been seeing all year.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. See it. Need drink coffee and wake up at 5:50 a.m. Man, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
How much time is left in the period? We've got 8:47 to go in the third right now. Roger's saying Finns win by 1. Definitely a good bet right now, up by 1 at the moment. Even if Russia ties it, got to win by at least 1. Yeah. And Russia still has to score twice to win. I mean, it's definitely the case. I don't know if they can keep this up and get 2 out of this, but you got to take it 1 goal at a time.
You got to tie it first.
Yeah, you got to tie it first. Jacob up 3-0 over
Victor.
Victor at the moment. He won game 3, 5-2. He keeps on winning it.
You're playing these games fast, man.
Yeah. What is it you call Finns that the team has? Is this a Finnish joke that I'm too stupid to understand?
Probably. I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah. Finns trying to make them score now. Hey, sorry I'm late. No worries, man. You're here right at the best moment, right at the most tense part of the game. 2-1 for the Finns with 8:31 to go in the third. But Russia has been in control here really for the last 8 or 10 minutes.
They really have. It's been a great third period.
They're flying through this third period now. All right, turnover there. Great save by Fedotov on Vesalainen. It's getting intense now, and that is a terrible time to take a penalty for Russia. Finland to the power play. What a bad penalty to take. That is a horrible time to take a penalty if you're Andronov.
Must kill for Russia.
Must kill for Russia. Finland the opportunity to put this game away as they go to their third power play of the game.
Yes.
If I'm counting right, I'm not very good at math.
Me either, so I'm going to trust you.
Well, probably a bad idea, but let's see that one again. And wow, that's an interesting call to make at this point in the Olympics. Definitely got him a little bit there, but he's going to be kicking himself in the box there. I mean, even if Finland doesn't score, that's 2 valuable minutes taken off the clock.
I mean, it's 2 valuable minutes, and I mean, it kills all your momentum. I mean, maybe if they kill it, they get a little bit more momentum, but we'll see.
Yeah, and penalty against Russia. Yep, and not a joke phrase this time. It means courage.
Oh, okay.
See, all right. Now we've learned something here today, Christian.
We've learned a lot of Finnish stuff.
Learning a lot of stuff here. So it's just stuff you don't always get on the normal live streams for the NHL. You drive in a lot more of an international audience for this one. So you guys can teach us a lot more. See, met Teemu in person. Great guy. I'd love to meet Teemu Selanne. He just seems like an amazing dude.
He does. He seems really cool, mellow, laid back.
He really does.
All the Finnish good stereotypes. Oh, man.
Right. Finland on the power play here with 8 minutes to go in the third period. Opportunity to make this a 2-goal game and put this one away and win their first gold medal in Olympic hockey history. Great start on the power play for the Finns. They are pressing the attack here. That penalty might have just changed the entire complexion of the game. Now Finland has confidence back. They're looking real good on this power play so far. They have so far, but Russia's just been very good at selling out and blocking.
that blocking shots is the key for Russia right now.
I mean, look at their structure. They literally just build like a diamond in the crease and just block it from any opportunity.
Well, that's where you get beat is in the middle. So if you keep them out, well, actually on the edges is where they've been beaten today.
Yeah, but Finland looking real strong on this power play so far. A great opportunity, just couldn't whack it through on the rebound and keeping control of this still, trying to send that cross crease. I mean, it feels like Russia's penalty kill strategy is really just to survive.
Yeah, and block as many shots as possible.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm waiting to pull the trigger on plus 3.5 total goals on my sports book. Press now or no. I mean, I feel like it's not a bad bet to bet there might be one more goal either here on the power play with an empty netter or Russia tying it, right?
Yeah, I'd say screw it, go for it.
It depends. It depends on the odds. Whatever you're getting better odds for, I'd take that one because you never know.
Yeah, I would take the over 3.5.
Mm-hmm. I think every Finland apartments will be waking up to shouts in 20 minutes if we get this. I mean, time's ticking down here pretty fast. 1 minute left on the power play for Finland and 7 minutes left in the game. And so far, they're showing Russia's penalty kill stats. They're 70% on the tournament so far, and Finland is 0 for 2 on the penalty or on the power play so far. Maybe they're due for one here in the final 45 seconds.
Maybe. We'll see.
See, every hockey fan outside of Russia will be shouting their heads off when Finland wins.
Yeah.
35.
I don't know if I'll be shouting, but it'll be cool.
I don't know about shouting. I might do a little fist pump.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good opportunity. That one just couldn't leak through. Fedotov able to find it and cover it. 29 seconds left on the power play for Finland. Tick tock. See, I'll throw in a finish phase or two just to entertain you guys. If you feel you can't speak English, as you said earlier, at least have a backup language. I'm trying to learn French. I'm being forced to learn French by my college at the moment because they require it for my degree for some godforsaken reason. I'm terrible at it. I'm too old to learn a language, man. Like, you gotta learn it when you're young. And also, I'm just stupid. So
yeah, that
doesn't help either.
I took 5 years of Spanish in high school, and I can't remember one damn thing.
Yeah. Put $20 on Finns to win by one, $250 Caesar Sportsbook, Uber Eats gift card either way. So I can't lose. Well, if you're ever looking for another place to bet, DraftKings, promo code THPN for new customers for access to exclusive offers. One-timer for Finland turned aside and covered by Fedotov again. Great power play for Finland so far, but Fedotov has just been unbeatable.
Yeah, and the two shots that beat him have been lucky.
I think the Russian guys have left the chat here. I think they left us a little while ago. I haven't really heard from them since the Finland goal. They'd probably still be here if Russia.
Yeah.
If Russia ends up scoring a goal to tie here, I think they'll all flock back in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It all just depends on momentum. Right now we've got the Finns in chat because they're winning. If Russia ties this game and ends up winning it, they'll storm here in a moment. That's just how it works. But yeah, shots on goal, 30-16 for Finland at the moment. And this power play is going to wind down to a close, 5 seconds left. And we're going to get back to even strength here with 6:12 to go in the third. Opportunity for Finland. That one sailed up and over the net and out of play. And here we go. It's crunch time now, 6:09 to go. And we are going to go to a break now again.
Got to clean the ice, man.
All right. Disagree. Never too late to learn language. And you're right. It's never too late to learn language, but it's much harder as you get older because you got to learn it once you're young and it fits into your developing brain.
It would be cool to know multiple languages. That's why I'm always jealous about the rest of the world.
I didn't even see that. The Finns rang that off the post there following that power play.
Oh, yeah.
Almost put them up 3-1 there.
Man, we're getting down to it here, Griffin.
Yeah, we're getting down to crunch time. I think you guys are never too late to learn anything. So I believe, man, that you can master the new language. I appreciate your support. And I'm going to try my best. I got a B in French 101 last semester. I'm doing my best.
You're trying.
Honestly, I feel like I would prefer to learn Finnish because it's probably just a much cooler language. But yeah, they forced me to pick between like Spanish and French, and I figured if I'm going to do hockey stuff, I might as well learn some French.
Yeah, maybe you go to Montreal one day.
Yeah, maybe so. Wouldn't hurt.
Oh, man.
All right, time left in the period. We got 6:09 to go in the third and final period here. Bated breaths now. Power plays over for Finland. Russia needs to get back on the horse here and get back on it.
They need to, man. They were coming in strong.
Yep. And I'm trying to learn Japanese, but boys are, man, I can't even imagine myself trying to learn Japanese. I'm struggling with French, man.
Japanese and Chinese is tough, man.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. But yep, down to the final 6 minutes here in the third period. 2-1 for Finland over Russia, trying to hold on and win their first ever gold medal. Russia trying to tie this one and eventually find a later winner to go back-to-back in terms of gold medals. Yeah, and just learn to speak emoji. It'd be fine. That's what we end up doing on social media most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
See how much time left on the clock. 5:38 right now to go in the third. The Russians have it now in the offensive zone, looking for this tying goal, and they don't have a choice now. They have to press the attack like they were doing earlier. And
What time do you pull the
they've
goalie?
got to shut it down.
What time you pull the goalie at, Griffin?
I mean, probably around normal time, maybe around like 3 minutes.
I think they'll probably go. It depends. They haven't had zero offensive zone time. They may not be able to set it up.
Yeah. I mean, if they can go back and rewind to about 5 minutes earlier in the period, that would definitely have been a great time to pull the goalie if they can start playing like that. Gusev will dump that in. Shipachyov will chase it, and Russia will try to keep this one in their own zone. Finland, looking a little better defensively now. They're putting some pressure on them at least.
Yeah, they're looking better. They're definitely going to go into the shell now.
Yeah, now they're going to go into shell, and it's probably a good idea to it. Looked like earlier in the period, about 10 minutes ago, they were in full-on survival mode.
Yeah, defensemen aren't jumping up in the play. They're staying back.
Yeah, everyone's staying back is full-on, we want to win this medal now. And Russia, they're looking a little desperate.
Well, you need to. So.
Yeah, you need to. I mean, it's just the biggest moment of your life for a lot of these guys. But yeah, Finland, they're finding ways to shut down a lot of these attacks before they can even get to the center line. Very good defense from the Finns so far. Russia forced to just dump and chase right now.
I mean, it's not. If this is Finland, this is going exactly as you'd want it to.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do. Tire out the Russians, force them to chase pucks, and don't give them any easy opportunities. Down to 4:05 to go in the third period. Finland gets this one up and out. Potential 2-on-1 break for the Finns, trying to put this one away. That pass across broken up at the very last second. Does not get through to Fedotov. Tick, tick, tick. That clock is going down faster and faster. Time is running out on the Russians as Shipachyov picks this one back up. I can always recognize Shipachyov because I always remember he wears 87.
Fair.
Crosby.
He wears it because of Crosby?
Nah, I remember it because it's Crosby.
Oh, okay.
Comes back down again. Russia's not getting anything to work with so far at the moment. Great pressure from the Finns. Turnover from the goaltender, sending that one all the way up to center ice and dumped all the way back in again. That one hit the glass, and they will sweep the ice again with 3:26 to go in the third period. The Finns holding on to a 1-goal lead, looking to bring home the gold medal for the first time in history for them.
Oh, man, this is getting tense.
This is getting tense. Scores so far in this game, Mikhail Grigorenko for the Russians opened the scoring in the first period for them. And then he had Ville Pukka in the second period tying the game for the Finns. And our man, Hannes Bjornsson, 6'7" dude, early in the third period, broke the 1-1 tie and gave the Finns a 2-1 lead. And I mean, I feel like Russia spent a lot of energy earlier in this period trying to get this game tied. I feel like that penalty was a backbreaker.
Yeah. I mean, because now you have to go and do all that with the kill. Like, it's tough to build momentum off a penalty kill.
Yeah, because now they had to tire themselves out even more just to keep this game from being out of hand. I mean, if they don't take that penalty, I'm fascinated to see where this game would have ended up.
Yep.
Let's see how much time left in the third. We've got just over 3 minutes to go. Ice is clean, probably the last stoppage we're going to have until the end of the game or until we get to OT, if indeed that is the case. Puck is down for probably the last time. 3:20 to go in the third period. Finland with a 1-goal lead. Finland with control now in the offensive zone. The Russians will force a turnover, and Finland again pressuring and able to keep this puck in the zone. The best defense is to make sure the Russians just don't even have the puck at all. They are content to keep this one on the boards and behind the net.
It's the best way to do it, man. You can't draw it up any better.
And that's exactly what they want. Russia trying to send that one all the way down. Easy pickup for Finland. They'll dump this one up and out of the zone again. This is looking real good for Finland right now. 2:45 to go in the third. I see some of you are ahead of me in chat. Don't spoil it for us, please.
Flash score will spoil it for us, Griffin. If anything,
I don't look at Flash score for that reason. Yeah. I got a big TV showing me the game.
I'm so far behind you just because I'm watching on Fubo. So I'm like 30 seconds behind you.
All right. Well, I'm going to spoil it for you probably.
Yeah. No, that's why I keep looking at Flash score.
But yeah, we've got 2:20 to go in the third period. This is picture perfect from Finland so far, trying to shut down this game. Russia hasn't even had an opportunity to pull their goalie because they just haven't even had the puck.
Yeah, you're going to have to pull them here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a choice. Now they're going to try to control, retreat, get some line changes, and try to get some zone time to pull this goalie here. But again, Finland in control, up and out of the zone again. Perfect defense for the Finns. I reiterate, I think the Russians missed their chance. And they
Yeah,
took that penalty, and I think that killed all their momentum. Now Finland is feeling it. They're not, unless Russia gets really lucky here, I think Finland has this.
Whoa, man. That was an early call.
Well, maybe I'm wrong, and then it gets exciting.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Either I'm right or we get overtime. I do not see a bad case here.
That's true. I mean,
either I'm playing both sides, so I always come out on top.
That's a good call. Backing up. You're hedging your bet.
Hedging my bet here. I am a master of playing both sides. 97 seconds to go in the third period. It is now or never for Russia if they want to tie this game up and send it to overtime. But Finland has just looked incredible here in the last 4 minutes. And this faceoff will be in the Russia zone. And they're going to redo that one again. I mean, this is outside of the first power play goal and that little 5-minute run for the Russians. This has been a perfect game plan for Finland.
It really has. Like, Russia had 5 good minutes. That's it.
Yeah, definitely so. All right. Get some of these comments here before I get too distracted by the end of the game. Yep, still 2-1 Finland. Be a great moment if Finland's able to win it. Russia bringing that one into the zone. Quick snapshot off the rush and unable to get it through. They need to find a way to break through this Finnish wall right now. Minutes
find a way.
Time ticking down every single second. And that one's sent down by the Finn. I mean, Finland's also doing a great job of not icing the puck.
That's the key.
They're getting it up and out of the zone. I mean, Russia still hasn't been able to pull their goalie yet. Down to the final 60 seconds of this one. Another dump and chase for the Russians, chased down by Finland. And that one will just barely be kept in the zone. Empty net for Russia, 50 seconds to go. Shipachyov keeps that one in along the boards. Finland trying to clear it on the outside. Russia able to keep it in. Nesterov dumps it back for Shipachyov. And that's one back for Gusev. Nesterov at the point fires one. That one blocked. 2 players selling out in front. 35 seconds to go. Russia still trying to control. They get in control now. One-timer blocked again. That one, Gusev up and out of the zone. 25 seconds to go. It's do or die for Russia here in the final seconds. One last rush, bringing it in, dumping it in from the outside. 15 seconds left. That one will go up and out of play. 16.5 to go. Finland, they're 16 seconds away from their first gold medal in Olympic hockey. And you can see it in the body language. You can see it in the body language of the Russians. I think they know this one's done.
This is crazy. Still got 16 seconds, man.
Still got 16 seconds, but they're showing the Russian bench right now. It's a lot of staring at the ground, a lot of slunched shoulders. And Finland, they are bouncing like they're Jacob and just had 15 Red Bulls. Timeout for Russia with 16.5 to go.
Where's this face-off going to be?
It seemed like it was sent out of play, so it'll probably end up being in the neutral zone. Yeah, I'm seeing them draw up the play right now. They're drawing up a play in the neutral zone. It is do or die for Russia here. Finland with a 2-1 lead and some perfect defense here in the last 4 minutes.
Wow, dude. This is awesome. Let's go here, man.
Yeah, as much as I would love to see an OT, I'm having a blast on this stream. I don't even want it to end. I'd be stunned to see Russia even get offensive zone time here, let alone a goal.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see where this one ends up going here. 16.5 to go. Do or die for the Russians. Goalie on the bench. 6-on-5. Gold medal on the line. Face off at the center dot is tied up by Finland right in the middle. Shipachyov unable to get through and essentially laying on the puck is Finland here, trying to control it. Shipachyov, one final opportunity, and they can't even get it in the zone. Russia, one final chance on the backhand, and that pass broken up, sent out of the zone, and that is it. Finland has won the gold medal, the first time in their history they have won the gold medal in Olympic hockey. They defeat the Russians 2-1. That is all. Russia will bring home the silver medal. A beautiful game from the Finns, a defensive masterclass. They controlled most of that game in the offensive zone, and when push came to shove and it was time for them to defend that lead in the final minutes, they did a damn near perfect job. And what a team for the Finns. What a moment. What a game. Just what a moment for the
That was
Finns.
awesome, man. That was a great game of hockey. The better team won.
Without a doubt. Better team won this game. Finland, shots on goal, 31-17. Even then, 31, I feel like, is underselling it for the Finns. Just a perfect game from the Finns, even though it was low scoring. I feel like that's about what we expected here. They did not get rattled by the Russians' early goal, and they found a way to break through. I mean, the Russian goaltender Fedotov had an outstanding game in this one. This one could have gotten out of hand real quick if he was not standing on his head. So huge credit for the Finns from not breaking from their game plan. I mean, even though there's no NHLers here, that can't take away from just how great the Finns played in this tournament. From start to finish, they go undefeated, barely ever losing outside of the first period of this game, and just almost completely perfect. Heartbreak for the Russians. They come up just short on their bid for back-to-back gold medals. They will bring home silver, just barely getting here with a shootout win over Sweden. And they got the early goal, and they definitely had the opportunity to tie this game about halfway through the third period. They finally were able to take some control. It's like I said at the time, that penalty they gave up, that tripping call, sunk any chance they had. That game switched right on a dime.
Yeah, it switched right on a dime. And for Finland, they get a bronze in women's hockey and a gold in men's hockey. I think they're the only nation to medal in both women's and men's hockey. So,
yep, absolutely. And you look at their performances in the World Juniors over the last decade. If you don't know now you know. Finland is a superpower in the hockey world, and they are going nowhere anytime soon. Even if you brought NHLers to the Olympics, I still think we're talking about Finland in this gold medal game, even if it is against Canada. It is a hell of a nation in Finland in terms of hockey. Congratulations to them for winning the gold medal in just an outstanding game. Let's get to some of your comments here as Finland has brought home the gold medal. Finland wins it. Biggest country in the world, outdone by one of its smaller neighbors in ice hockey. Let's see. Why though? Because Finland is permanently icy. Finland did take home the win. I'm dying. This is a fairy tale. Way to go, Finland. We did it. Congrats, Finland. Congratulations to Finland. Ton of Finland support here in our chat. I mean, who really didn't want Finland to win this game? I mean, everyone. An amazing team with some amazing players and just an outstanding game plan. I love watching a game plan like this come together for them.
Yeah, it was the perfect game plan. They dominated every aspect of this game.
I mean, they really did. There's really no denying it. And again, a lot of Finland loved here in our chat. Fagio, no worries if you joined way too late. The fact that you're here with us at all, we appreciate it. It's very late here on the East Coast. So the fact you're here at all is amazing. And thank you so much, Lucas. This was a ton of fun. And I didn't really know what to expect coming into the stream, but you guys being here with us has made this a ton of fun. Really nice not doing an abs one for once. A lot less stress that way.
Not have to stress out about it.
Yeah, and thank you, Lucas, for joining us. We appreciate it. Laura, go Finland. From Ireland, so happy for you, Finns. And just what are they looking at? Second goal for Finn. They call it no goal. Not sure what that means, but
me either. Red Bull talking.
Can feel a Russian tank starting. And look, a lot of Finland love here in the chat. No worries, Andrew. I mean, it was a really fun stream, but thank you so much for joining us at all here. Fairy tale story was supposed to be a routine medal win for Canada, completely turned on. Honestly, coming in, I would have said for Russia this would have been pretty routine coming into this tournament to begin with. And Finland came into this tournament. I mean, credit to their coaching staff, credit to all their game plans. They had a completely perfect tournament.
From start to finish, they did.
Start to finish. And and the game was excellent, Andrew. It might have been low scoring, but I loved the game plan for the Finns. Like it was tactical brilliance. It really was. It was just a great game. Great game for Finns. Yeah, it really, really was. How are we doing? I'm doing great. Just watched some great hockey. Great to see some history here in Olympic hockey. The Finns bringing home their first gold medal. Just all of a sudden great to see. Again, ton of Finn love in our chat. I didn't end up seeing who won curling. I ended up watching quite a bit of it because it just ended up always being on. But if you guys can let me know who ended up winning curling.
Is it Great Britain? I think it may have been Great Britain.
It might have been. I watched the bronze medal game. I didn't finish it. But yeah, congrats to Finland. And we're at 1.1K subs now. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us and for everyone who subscribed to this. And congrats to Finland. And just a great tournament. I know we all didn't have a ton of expectations because of no NHLers, but for the tournament we were given, this was a ton of fun. Great to see Slovakia bring home the bronze medal. Great to see the Finns bring home their first gold medal. Amazing games from both sides. And I'm going to have to go rewatch that Finland-Slovakia game. I think it was just at a bad time for me. I might end up go watching that game again.
Yeah, it was a good one. I'll have my guy doing the interview. Let's go.
Yeah. And thank you for UC for joining us for this one. We're nothing without you guys at the end of the day. Andrew saying hello to Jacob. And again, if you guys liked what we did here today at the Hockey Podcast Network, subscribe and like. We're doing World Juniors watch-alongs when they eventually do come back in August, I think.
I think it's
sometime
August.
In the summer. And we're doing some more NHL stuff every single day. And me and Christian will be back on Wednesday doing the Colorado Avalanche and Detroit Red Wings. I have to check the schedule again to see what we're doing before that. But we will be back on Wednesday. Again, way to go, Finn. Congrats to the Finns. And like Isha says, thank you to everyone who joined. I mean, I feel like I'm so behind on comments here. I feel like I've been scrolling for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can keep going, man. They just keep going.
Yeah. And just a ton of love for the Finns for their first gold medal in Olympic hockey history. What a deserving team. Like Christian said earlier, the better team won this game at the end of the day.
Yep. Without a doubt, the better team won.
And see, go Rams from Mike.
Love that, Mike. Got to get some football in there.
What's your least favorite NHL team? The Penguins. For Isha, it's the Wild.
Yeah, Wild.
Finally, for Finland, good night, Jacob. I don't imagine you'll be getting any sleep, but good night nonetheless. See, Lauren, one of those will be covered, I imagine, for sure. Still a ton of Finland love. Hello to Isha. And please for Slovakia, too, like I was saying. Great to see them bring home a bronze medal as well. Do a ton for that program as well. And probably Neil will be next to stream as well. He did the bronze medal game earlier today, too. And like Donnell says, as long as Canada didn't win the gold, small victories at the end of the day.
Small victories.
Mm-hmm. And again, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, the streams are nothing without you guys. You guys have given us a lot to work with on this stream. I mean, Finland and Russia gave us a great game to work with for this. Just a ton of fun. And we're looking at the medal count right now. I actually didn't realize Norway kind of ran away with it over Russia.
Yeah, they did.
37 total medals, and good for them. Canada finishes with 26. United States finishes 5th with 8 golds, 10 silvers, and 7 bronzes, 25 total medals. And again, getting back to you guys drove the bus here. You guys gave us an amazing stream. I'm so glad that we could do this with you all tonight. I don't care that it's a late night for me. You guys are the best. And congrats to all of our Finns in chat on their gold medal victory. And thank you all so much for coming out like you guys do time and time again. We really do appreciate it. Isha, you're the man here at the Hockey Podcast Network. We appreciate you setting all of this up for us. And yeah, the best timeline really for an Olympic hockey event. Finland, the victory 2-1 over Russia in the gold medal game.
That was fun, man.
I'm just about out of breath here, but this was a ton of fun. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us for this one. Sucks the Olympics are over now, but great to see Finland win it and for Slovakia to bring home the bronze medal as well. And again, if you've stuck around this long, we really do appreciate it. You guys are the lifeblood here at the Hockey Podcast Network. You guys are just, like I've said a ton of times, genuinely the best. And we appreciate all of you immensely. So I think we're about ready to wrap up here. If you guys want more of us, we are the hosts of the Tell It Abs It Is podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network, covering the Colorado Avalanche and native Finn, Mikko Rantanen, who I'm sure is incredibly ecstatic right now, if not a little disappointed he couldn't play, but happy nonetheless. We've got an episode coming out on Monday talking about our win against the Buffalo Sabres and upcoming game against the Boston Bruins. And we've got shows for just about any team here on the Hockey Podcast Network, no matter what. So again, I'm quickly running out of breath here, but again, thank you so much to everybody who joined us for the stream. Christian, you got anything to wrap us up with?
I got nothing else, man. That was a great game. Let's get ready. Let's get back to NHL action.
Yep, let's get back to the NHL action. Again, the Finns win their first ever gold medal in Olympic hockey with a 2-1 victory over Russia. One final time, thank you so much to everyone for coming out for this stream. We love you all. Hope to see you again on the Tell It Abs It Is podcast and on future live streams in the future. we'll be doing more international stuff when the World Juniors roll around, maybe even for the World Championships in the summer as well. But again, thank you all for joining us. We'll catch you all next time. You're all the best, and we'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining us again.